What's up, geeks and gamers? It's Jeremy, and it's Odin. Say hello, Odin.
Oh, what's going on, everybody?
Happy times are ahead for us. Maybe. It's pretty crazy right now, and we're still trying to see what all's going on with all of these rumors, but I've been tagged on Twitter like crazy with this thing that industry insiders are reporting that Rian Johnson is no longer attached to Star Wars. And from what I see, yeah, round of applause.
Took them long enough, but it'll do.
Celebration. Now, again, this is not 100% confirmed, but this is how the game is played. They start putting this information out there. Now, Odin, from the stuff you've seen, basically people are saying that he's stepped away. Is that the story they're trying to run with?
Yes. So based on my reading of the various articles from the various sites that have posted about it, including comicbook.com, which I know we make fun of, but still it's a pretty big site. It gets a lot of traffic. So the fact that they're posting an article about this, even though they are indeed admitting it's rumor, they are indicating there and at other places that he is chosen to step away to work on and focus on other projects. And of course, they love to mention everything else, but still, yes, it looks like he is walking. Supposedly, he is the one walking away. I would believe it either way. Either way.
I don't care. I don't care how they want to spin it. Like I said, as long as Rian Johnson is nowhere near a Star Wars project for the rest of his life, it will be a good thing. Now, what this also says, now again, we're going to speak as if this is true.
Yeah.
We don't have confirmation yet, but this is how the game is played. They start floating the story out there. They start, putting it out there into the interwebs. And so now we're going to speak to, if this is true. So if this is true, this is an indictment on Kathleen Kennedy, a direct indictment of Kathleen Kennedy, because there is no way Kathleen Kennedy would have made this decision of getting Rian Johnson out. This had to be someone else. Number one, and this is the most obvious thing about this, you don't step away from a Star Wars project. You're either fired or you're fired, because you don't go, yeah, I'm going to step away from this. No, that's not how that works. That's absolutely not how it works.
Oh, and oh my God, all of the sites are coming in now. Screen Rant just posted an article about it. So
nice. Can you
still do a rumor? It's still developing, but
if you can show screen shares now.
Absolutely. Let me just pull that up.
All right.
Where is that? Screen share.
This is a beautiful thing. Hello, everyone. Smash the melee. Share this video. Thank you for the super chats. Halsey. Thank you, Darth Armo. Appreciate that video. It's a celebration. It's a night to celebrate and be happy. So we got Odin. Let me lock it in on Odin.
Damn right. So we got the comicbook.com story, which was the first real big major publication that posted about it. So that was just about maybe 20 minutes ago. And just like a minute ago, boom, Screen Rant, Rian Johnson Star Wars trilogy, reportedly no longer happening. And of course they chose the perfect image of him, like to really just showcase the roundness of his head. It's just, it's beautiful. It's perfect.
Oh, yes.
Apparently this is indeed a developing story. The original source was this site called Super Bro Movies, which I've never heard of, but they're the ones that broke it and said, according to multiple sources, so I'm assuming they have inside sources that are saying that he is no longer attached to it. So he has chosen to step away from the trilogy to focus on other projects, is the excuse that we are being given. So hopefully this gets confirmed soon.
Yes, and again, this is exactly how it goes. This is exactly how it goes. They float something out there to test the waters, to start to kind of get people trained and get people to expect this, so that way when the bomb drops, it's not going to be a big thing.
There we go. Let's get nice and close in on that face. Yeah. There it is. There it is.
So good. I love it. I love it.
And also look at that. You got Rey and him next to each other. Oh, it's perfect. It is perfect.
Yeah. This is a beautiful, beautiful thing. Smash the melee button. If you're just joining us, all the big sites now are starting to run with this rumor, so to speak. This rumor that's going on, and it's happening. Like, again, Bob Iger did not mention Rian Johnson's name when he was talking about the future of Star Wars. He did not mention it for a reason. Mm-hmm. Bob Iger is a very, very smart person. He's media savvy. There's no way Bob Iger sits down with any company and doesn't have all of his answers prearranged, because he knows all the questions that are going to be coming at him. And so when he made that statement, it was pretty clear, like, all right, something's going on. Now, we've heard rumors that Bob Iger doesn't like Rian Johnson, that he disagreed with Kathleen Kennedy. We've heard rumors that JJ flat out, I mean, I'm not even going to say we've heard rumors. I'm going to say that I know for a fact, okay? JJ does not like Rian Johnson, and he does not like The Last Jedi. I'm telling you, I know that. I got it from good account that this is the case. TLJ Russian bot, happy Valentine's if it's true. Isaac says, love the channel. Jeremy, keep up the good work. Thank you very much. And Obi-Wan 27883, complain and you shall receive. I got a notification. Here's Obi-Wan coming to you with another super chat. Mario Quart. I'm glad you got a notification, by the way. Jagerbomb, best Valentine's Day ever. Sky Gaming, hope this is true. He is a special kind of terrible. That is true. Mark Dodson, hopefully this decision was made long ago. Maybe some saving face type of timing this far down the line. I agree. It's
Seriously.
a Vase production. New video about Star Wars fans hating Star Wars. And thank you for the super chat. It's a Vase production. So again, I see a lot of people just joining us. And again, there's a lot of sites right now. I'm going to highlight on Odin right there. So Rian Johnson Star Wars trilogy reportedly no longer happening. Breaking news to literally nobody with common sense.
Yes.
Nobody.
Oh my God, guys, the Rian Johnson shills are out in full force, and it's great. This is from a at the Ninja Mod, Darth Chisnock. It says, is there a worse fan base in Star Wars fandom? We don't deserve Rian Johnson. Can't wait for Knives Out. Yeah, because that's the next one that you're getting. That's the only one that you're getting in the next 2 years.
Hey,
you jackass.
Can you pull up the crab video real quick, just for the hell of, well, it won't play any video though, probably. Yeah, it won't play the audio. The crab. Here, I'll just play it on my phone.
Yeah.
Here, the crab meme. Hang on just a minute. I'm looking for it, guys. Give me just a minute. I'm gonna play this for Rian Johnson. This is in celebration of him no longer being here. Oh my God, there's a video of 10 hours of this crab rave thing. Okay, here we go.
Is that the thing that PewDiePie does?
Here we go. Yeah.
Okay.
Here we go. Get ready. Get ready. This is how every Star Wars fan is feeling right now.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Feels great. Oh, it feels great. Feels wonderful. And it's so funny because everyone's tweeting at Rian Johnson right now, and you know how active that man is on Twitter.
Oh,
and
yeah.
So far, silence from what I'm seeing. His last tweet was 2 hours ago. So
I was just talking to Ivan because I sent Ivan an invite. He says, "What's going on, dude? I'm not at home." And I was like, "Rian Johnson's gone." He's like, "What?" So, okay. So if you're just joining us, real quick, Odin, go ahead and pull that up one more time, just so people see what we're talking about. So,
Geeks and Gamers is spreading clickbait again.
So toxic. They're so toxic.
A lot of male patriarchy over there. Oh my God.
Oh my God, we can't take it anymore.
Let's see.
There it is right there. Rian Johnson Star Wars trilogy reportedly no longer happening. That is both Screen Rant and also comicbook.com. Yes, that's right. That's right. It's falling.
Yes.
It's failing. It's great.
Yes.
It's wonderful.
Yes. This is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing.
Yes.
So let me read a couple super chats real quick. We have got Brian from the Rebellion. Thank you for the super chat. Monochrome Mandalorian. It's God's Valentine's Day gift to Star Wars fans. Jagerbomb. This will start to make things right. First Heart leaving now. Ruin Johnson is getting booted. Hopefully the whole cult will follow out the door. I agree. Great loner. Nah. Hey. Goodbye. Obi-Wan 27883. Can we get an emergency council meeting going? Invite Jeff and EVS to celebrate. I'll throw them an invite. I don't know if they're available. It's a Vase production. To be clear, it's debunking the narrative that we hate Star Wars. Got you, Vase. It's a Vase Productions. Moreth Let's say ding dong, the man is gone. The one without brains, the one without brawn. I love Morris super chats. Samuel Aragon says, but where will we get our globular headed version from? Are you telling me there's a chance I might actually enjoy media in the future? It's not it's a good moment for us. It's not a complete victory if true.
No. Yeah.
But it's definitely a huge opportunity to show if Carrie Hart gone, if Rian Johnson's now gone. I mean, that is such an indictment of Kathleen Kennedy, and
she's been silent, and she's been absolutely silent since before Solo. We have not seen her officially in a Star Wars capacity since then. And in her only speech publicly that she's really given, at least from what I know, was at the Governor's Awards when she got that honorary Oscar. She, to my knowledge, did not really mention anything about, the future of Star Wars. So
yeah, absolutely. And so, as a matter of fact, I forgot to share this on Twitter. It looks like, let me see.
Well, while you do that, I've got another amazing. So once I said, as I said before, the Rian Johnson chills are just out in full of force, and it's great. So this is from @BC James on Twitter. He says, "Good job, D-bag Star Wars fans. You're making the franchise so effing toxic that top talents are walking away. Is The Last Jedi perfect? No. However, I'll take Rian Johnson over JJ any day. When the franchise is generic corporate crack, don't go crying to me." Thank you, James. Appreciate it.
Gosh.
Your soy tears are so delicious right now. I'm loving it.
Oh, it's beautiful. And this is what we've been telling them. They've been saying, you're not making a difference.
You're not making a difference. You're just spreading toxicity. Rian Johnson's going to make the greatest Star Wars trilogy of all time, and there's nothing you can do to stop him.
And that's not the case.
Oh man, this is probably so much joy. I don't know if it'll be able to come up on the phone, but this says R.I.P. Broom Boy, and then it's got the broom, and it's like, yep, damn right, Broom Boy, you done, you gone, no more Broom Boy.
Yes, that is exactly right. That is what we're talking about. And I'm wondering if this is strategic. With this information starting to come out, is this strategic? Is this Disney getting ready to release the Episode 9 trailer and going ahead and cleansing us of Rian Johnson first? Is that what's going on here?
That would be a perfect media ploy. Because imagine, just imagine this 1-2 punch. They release the information tonight. They confirm it tomorrow. Day after, Star Wars title. Day after that, trailer.
Yeah.
If you want to get positive hype for a film, that's the way you do it. You make people happy. You say, "Oh, you were happy before. Wait till this. Oh, you were happy before. Wait until this. Oh, you were happy before. Oh, have we got something for you?" Now, if only they can get the trailer and Episode 9 right, well, then at that point, Yeah,
maybe. I mean, again, with Carrie Hart being the person that was running the Lucasfilm story group, and now these rumors being pushed by big media sites. And again, big media sites only push rumors when they are hearing it from their credible sources. That's how it works. Okay. That's how the game is played. So I feel like this has definitely happened. Again, I've been saying for months that I don't think Rian Johnson's trilogy is happening, and I thought he had been let go already
just
a while
common
back.
Sense. Yeah, we were using was common sense. Like I didn't have any inside sources telling me anything, but I just looking at how that film broke the Star Wars fandom, looking at the fact, and people can try and make up excuses till they're blue in the face. Star Wars film does not lose $200 million at the box office like Solo did, unless there's something completely wrong with the franchise and the community. And people just chose not to go see it, which is what happened. And we can thank The Last Jedi for that. So I think that they finally saw, probably shouldn't keep this guy.
Yeah, I mean, it's just he's bad for business. He's a liability. He's like Ryan Gosling in Remember the Titans. He was a liability. He was just a liability. And I think now I hope that Lucasfilm and Disney actually take my advice and put a restraining order on Rian Johnson where he cannot be within 500 miles of any Star Wars production at all. Period. And the only way that he would be able to, if he had to travel for some type of, serious business or anything, he would have to get President Trump to sign off on him going through and breaking that restraining order. Only President Trump would be able to approve that. That would be the best. Could you imagine Roundhead having to get Trump's permission?
Orange Man bad. Yes.
Yes. I love it. I love it. So again, if you're just joining us, this has not been confirmed. This is a rumor being pushed out by Screen Rant, comicbook.com. And before that, there was a Reddit thread where industry insiders were going ahead and floating this information that they're hearing that a big-time director, as a matter of fact, let me see if I can pull up my timeline here on Twitter, and I'll show you what I retweeted. What the hell? Where does this got me going? What are you trying to sell me, Twitter? This is what I retweeted right here. Let me do a screen share. Oh boy, and I'm gonna catch up on the super chats, guys.
Monday, Matt's tweeting about it.
Well,
that's big right there.
Breaking news.
That's breaking news, guys. Monday, Matt, and also funny. Interestingly enough, I'm pretty sure that we had a video from the future that dropped, but it was already in the past, but also in the present. So I'm not exactly sure if Mike Zero went to the future on this one because the news came out before the Zero film video. So I'm very confused by all of this. So past, present, future, all three at the same time. But yeah, Mike Zero, guys. So that's, yeah.
Well, so here's the first thing I saw. Somebody said, this guy who's a producer or whatever, he said, major director is apparently no longer attached to massive IP. Thank God. And I retweeted and said, see ya, Ryan. And that was at 9:40. So that was 9:40. Well, was that about an hour ago, right? Well, so it would have been 8:40 actually. So yeah, so that would have been around about almost about 50 minutes ago, and then we started seeing the information coming down with Screen Rant and comicbook.com. And so yeah, man, this is great news. This is phenomenal news. And all right, let's see. Let me. There's so many super chats. Let me see here. Digital Kid 14. Everything people say they don't like about the movies is what I love about the movies. Roundhead Johnson, 2017 to 2019. Teresa Martin, chosen to step away. Sure, Jan. Exactly. And that's exactly what it's gonna be with Kathleen Kennedy when she leaves. Is it's gonna be her choosing to leave because she is such a whammon and she's so respectful and we can't fire a whammon. So
she's retiring after a lifelong, after an entire career of service to the community. They'll give her every single thing.
Yep. Smash that melee button if you are happy that Rian Johnson is potentially no longer with Star Wars, which is something that fans have been dying for. So let's look at the landscape as it is right now, and then I'll get back to Super Chats. Let's look at what we know, okay? We know that Carrie Hart is gone. We know that Carrie Hart was a big problem. She was running the story group. She was specifically hired by Kathleen Kennedy. And Carrie Hart is no longer running the story group, and she's being called a consultant. And we all know what that means. We all know what that means. It means she's no longer here. Kathleen Kennedy has not been in the public eye since The Last Jedi released. Now, that's one thing if she had never been in the public eye. But Kathleen Kennedy, from the moment that Lucasfilm was purchased by Disney and Kathleen Kennedy was put in charge, from 2012 up until The Last Jedi, Kathleen Kennedy was always in the public eye, always doing interviews, always yapping about the social aspect of Star Wars and all this other bullshit. She has made absolutely no public appearances outside of the solo premiere. She made one cringe softball interview on the red carpet where no specific or hard questions was asked of her. She's made a couple of statements over the year, of the past year, press releases, but nothing where she's been out front answering questions, talking about the state of Star Wars or anything. Now we have Rian Johnson reportedly being gone, and this is something we've expected for a long time. So let's just assume all three of these things. Carrie Hart is definitely gone. Rian Johnson rumored to be gone, and Kathleen Kennedy is missing in action. I mean, that spells that Star Wars is in the disaster that we've been claiming it's in. It's not like we've been making this up. We have been telling you exactly what's going on, that Star Wars is in a disaster, and it's clear that we are right. and we have been preaching the gospel, dropping the red pills. And when you drop red pills, and when you burst people's bubbles, and when you start dropping red pills and there are blue-pilled people within the vicinity, they start getting scared. They start making wild accusations. They start calling you names because you are threatening their protective bubble. And that is exactly what we have been doing. So,
oh yeah,
this is
also
good.
too, these comicbook.com has this little gem. Online trolls also harass Rose actress Kelly Marie Tran on social media, prompting her to delete her accounts in response to the backlash, basically pointing out, saying all the attacks. But even better, Screen Rant. So they've been adding on as it's been developing. It says, while Johnson's decision may simply be down to going where his creative drives take him, it's hard to believe that the sustained harassment he's received on social media since The Last Jedi's release didn't also play a role. The director routinely receives multiple angry or spam responses every time he posts a tweet, regardless of whether it's Star Wars related or not, accusing him of ruining the franchise. And there's an entire YouTube cottage industry of videos hating on both Johnson and The Last Jedi. Again, your tears, Screen Rant, your tears are so delicious. They're so delicious. They give me power.
I mean, these people, man. Like, I can't believe that they don't live in the real world, man. Kamiko says, Jeremy, does this make up for Pensacon? Well, first of all, Pensacon didn't matter to me. I knew I would get, I know how they operate. And I knew the moment I made that video that they were more than likely going to ban me. And that's fine. I don't like conventions anyway. So, yeah, it doesn't. Honestly, the Pensacon news, I'm only going to use that to my advantage. It just helps expose the type of people they are. Are you familiar with that?
I watched your video on it today. So
Okay.
I don't know anything about Pensacon other than what you said in the video today.
Okay,
And I think
so
that's actually kind of hilarious that, like, within couple hours of the video going live, that it happened, or yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, man, that's that. I have no problem with that at all. They did me a favor. John Pugh, thank you for the super chat. The Zampfire, why can't we get a good Star Wars MMO? Why can't we get a good Star Wars video game at all? Andrew Pollock, thank you for the super chat. Stone Cold Jeremy says, woo! Enclave Soldier, I feel like Brody after he killed the shark. Nicholas Glenn, is that mundane Matt? No, that's Odin. I don't know if that's what you're doing.
That's an insult. I am insulted by that. Do you think Monday Matt could grow this? I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm insulted by that.
Math isn't my best subject. Holy freaking hallelujah. God is a Star Wars fan. Isaac Wolf, did you know that the squid baby alien from Men in Black is a descendant of Jedi Master Kit Fisto? I did not know that, but that actually is a very good connection you just made there. Nicholas Glenn, nice to hear you, Odin, with a laughing emoji. Mega Jetty 1, finally, here's a super for the good news. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for all your support, by the way. Over 900 people watching now. Thank you. Smash that melee button if you're just joining us. The rumor is, so about an hour ago on Twitter, there started to get some rumblings of a major director was no longer attached to a major IP. These were the things. These were very cryptic message people were sending out, these industry insiders. And now we are seeing that comicbook.com and Screen Rant are starting to run with the story that Rian Johnson is rumored to no longer be part of Star Wars and his trilogy is not happening. Now, if you've been watching this channel for any amount of time, you know that we've been talking about this for about a year now, that Rian Johnson didn't need to be associated with Star Wars anymore. He doesn't understand Star Wars. He's a liability to Star Wars. He did a terrible job. He destroyed the universe. He hurt the past. He hurt the present, and he hurt the future. We have so many people that didn't want to hear that are just put their heads in the sand, that are just so scared of being exposed to the real world, so they stay within their little bubble. And when you start exposing that bubble, they start getting scared. So now we are getting not complete confirmation, but again, as I've said many times, this is how not even just Hollywood, this is how it all works, whether that's sports, whether this is Hollywood or whatever, this is how it works. People start floating information out to people so they can push that information out so it's not indirectly attached to the source, so they can start training the audience, training the public for this information. So now it's being put out there so it won't come as such a big shock, so to speak, once it's confirmed. That's exactly what's going on. Something we've all known, and that is a beautiful thing. Isaac Wolf, did you know? Oh, there we got John Pugh, hey, hey, hey. Goodbye. Jedi Knight in front of
Yeah.
Captain Solo. What about Ryan Johnson's attack on the Wookiees? What about Ryan Johnson's attack on the fans?
Seriously.
DM, can't wait for the other projects.
Oh my God, no! But also too, someone on Twitter just tagged me in this, says, "Ask Ivan. He's currently in the process of fixing the entire movie." Ivan now, if this indeed pans out to be completely like accurate, has a very nice title card to add to the very end of his cut of The Last Jedi,
He does. He does.
in memory of the Rian Johnson trilogy that never happened. Oh yes,
Love it.
I can see
Love
it
it.
now.
Love it. Let's see. Mirror Jeremy says Ryan is out. Ryan is out, but he will use the victim card. Oh, he absolutely will. Absolutely. 100%. 100%. Laura, it's a short story. Think Carrie is gone because JJ is going to come to Disney full time to make future Star Wars content. This is a happy moment. When is Geeks and Gamers Con? Hey, Odin, that's Laura. It's a short story.
Laura,
So,
how's it going, Laura?
you know, and I got, again, guys, I'm a JJ fan. I will continue to be a JJ fan. I like JJ Abrams. And I do think that or I know that he doesn't like The Last Jedi, and I know he doesn't like Rian Johnson. I know this. And so, but it's still, does this change episode 9? Not really. But it does change. It doesn't change anything, first of all. If Rian Johnson's gone, it doesn't change anything, but it does continue to show us that maybe things are actually happening behind the scenes. And
with episode 9, like, I think if anything,
9.
it doesn't change 9, but maybe it reveals to us, oh, they maybe are taking the fans a little bit more seriously, and they're going to be a lot more careful with what they put out there story-wise. And hopefully we get some good storytelling that can somehow, some way, creatively do away with or make less worse, awful The Last Jedi. That'd be great.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's see, the Doppler effect. Urban Acolyte is going to cry all over his SJW theme karate.
And then his subs will continue to drop, and it'll be great. Yeah.
The only time he can get any views is when he shits all over, people. Look who's here! Look who's here! Ivan Ortega is in the house.
Yes.
We can't hear you, Ivan.
He's so excited, though. He's so excited.
You have no voice. I can't hear you. We couldn't hear you celebrate.
You're beautiful. But you're beautiful.
Odin says you're beautiful. We can't hear you, buddy. No audio.
Can you hear me now?
Now we got you. It's a celebration. It's a celebration up in here.
So, I just want to say, I want to thank the Academy for this. I didn't think that it was going to be possible, but we fought hard. We fought with heart. The last 30 minutes of the fight were crucial. They were very critical. Barcelona had the ball, passed it to Rian Johnson. The goalkeeper was on point, but hey, did we kick that ball out of the park? Oh yes, we did.
Calm down.
Yeah, man. So I knew I had to get you on here if you were available, and so this is crazy, man. It's crazy that this has actually happened. If it's happened, now again, it's still a rumor. It's still a rumor. So Ivan, I don't know how caught up you are on the news, but so basically about an hour ago, and if you're just joining us, first of all, smash that melee button if you don't mind. But an hour ago, there started getting some rumblings on Twitter and on Reddit where a major director was no longer attached to a major IP. And it was very cryptic stuff that was going on. And then they started, talking about comicbook.com, and then Screen Rant started talking about it. Odin tagged me, and a bunch of other people tagged me. And so this is still a rumor, but I think this is something anybody with common sense knows that this was coming. This was actually happening. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
and I'm updating Twitter just to see if there's any other breaking stuff about it. But interestingly enough, 2 of the most vocal people on Twitter, Rian Johnson and Pablo Hidalgo, have not said a word in 2 hours. So,
subvert those expectations, Ryan. Now, Odin, tell Ivan what you said just a minute ago about what he could do with his.
So someone on Twitter had mentioned it, but what you should do is in your cut of The Last Jedi is now you can have a nice little in memory tag at the very end of it. And it can be Rian Johnson's trilogy that never happened. So. Make it happen.
Oh,
Make it happen.
that's savage, though. You know, if I was a cold-hearted asshole, I would do it, and that's why I'm going to do it. So, you know,
Even better, there's someone called at New York Justice Seeker, and her thing has been she's now put the same tweet twice is R.I.P. Broomboy.
oh, oh,
Oh man!
Actually, you know
let
what
me
you
see.
could do? So you know how in Fast Furious 7 they had that whole like montage at the very end? That's what you can put at the very end, a little montage.
That's right.
Set
So-
to the song. It's been a long time without you, my friend. Oh my God, it'd be beautiful. I would cry.
preach,
I would
brother,
cry.
preach. Let the heavens listen.
It's so great. It's so
Church.
great. Aaron C says, now Disney needs to make Christopher Nolan a sweet, sweet deal. I don't think Nolan would touch anything Disney has going on because, and I've said this before, like, I really don't want Nolan to get involved with Star Wars. And I don't see it happening. And I don't think he would work with them under any circumstances, not because he doesn't like them, but it's because Christopher Nolan is, and I don't say this as a fan, it's reality. He's on another level. Like, nobody tells this guy what to do. And Disney is a very, very controlling company, and that's fine. That's what they do. But they kind of, everybody that works for them has to work within their, structure and their rules. You know what I mean? Nolan's not about that, if any other director would have made Dunkirk, it would have had women, it would have had all races, even though it wouldn't be historically accurate. You know what I mean? I've said this before about JJ, where when JJ made Into Darkness, he didn't shoot it in 3D, but they post-converted it to 3D against his wishes. When's the last time you saw a 3D Christopher Nolan movie? You haven't, because he won't let them do it. And
He's
there's nobody.
outspoken. He is very outspoken against it.
He will absolutely not allow 3D, period. And because he hates it. And so that's what I love about the guy. So I don't think he'll be anywhere near, anything Disney. And I think that's the way it should be.
Yeah.
Okay.
People have asked me about like who I would have if I could fantasy book any director. Denis Villeneuve, who did Blade Runner 2049 and Arrival, and he's doing Dune right now. I would love to see him take on a Star Wars movie because his mind, I think, would work very well within it. But
yep. And then Lauren Master says Grace Randolph was right. Grace Randolph is almost always right. I have not always agreed with Grace Randolph over the years, but there's one thing about Grace knows the business. Grace knows it, and she is not afraid to put it out there. And she takes a lot of heat. She gets a lot of people coming after her, but she knows the business. She knows what she's talking about. Look, if I have sources, Grace has more sources, and I have sources. Grace has a lot more sources. She's been doing this a lot longer. She's far more successful. And if I have sources, Grace has a lot more. And so she knows what she's talking about. She's very awesome. So shout out to Grace Randolph. She is awesome. All right. Star Wars for Life says, this is a great day for Star Wars fans. You are absolutely right, Ruthie. You are 100% right. Moreth says, my little brother told me Rian Johnson lives his life like Trixie Tang from Fairly Odd Parents. Tell me I'm pretty. Mega Jetty 1, did you guys see my news Batman Ninja Turtles movie vid? I did not, so go check out Mega Jetty 1's Batman Ninja Turtles movie video. I don't know how to pronounce this name. Abhishek Bilkan.
all right, I see it.
Okay. You want to go for that one?
Abhishek Bilkan Eind.
All right. Thank you for the super chat.
Abhishek.
Okay. Thank you for the super chat. And thank you, Odin, for making me look dumber than I already looked. Not if it was a matter of when he would be let go. The rumor news, it makes me satisfied is probably what you meant to say. Now Disney can also decanonize 8 as a creative difference, and my journey to the satisfied side will be complete. Laughs in emperors.
Satiated is a term, by the way. I just wanted to clarify.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm from Alabama. I don't know these things. Anyway,
me from Louisiana, the deep south, which is the pinnacle of education.
He said complete with a K. Is he taking a reverse shot at me from Mario Kart?
I think so.
I mean, like you said complete with a K. Like, what are you trying to do? You're trying to
I
bring
think
this
he knew what he
Mario
was
Kart
doing.
joke?
He was
I
like, my
thought-
name is perfect. Everything is
right.
perfect. This is gonna
Literally, you have like I couldn't say your name. I couldn't say some of the words. And then you say complete with a K. What are you doing to me? What are you doing here?
Hey guys,
You know-
so sorry to interrupt everyone, but I think we can, like you were saying, that these were rumors. I am just checking right now the most important source of Star Wars content.
I know who this is gonna
And
be.
yeah, 46 minutes ago, Mike Zero reported on this.
I talked about.
So yes, I think we can consider this a fact.
But Ivan, here's the problem though, is that the story, like here's the time-space conundrum for you. The story broke before his video went live. So was he in the future to come back to the present for a past event? Or did he go to the past to move and talk in the present about a future event?
This is what happened, and I'm sure this is exactly how it happened. He went to the future, came back to the past, saw what would happen if he revealed this information at an early manner. So he had to go back to the past to change the future that we would have had if we had had those news in the future, which is now our present.
Oh God! All right. So here's what we got. I want every single one of you watching this stream right now to give yourself a round of applause because each and every one of you have played a huge role into this. Because we were not silent. We did not sit by. We were not happy with what we saw. We were not happy with how we were treated. We were not happy with what we saw happen to Luke Skywalker. And we together came together and we let them know. We let them know we're not going to fucking take this shit anymore. We are sick and tired of Lucasfilm and their identity politics. We're tired of Kathleen Kennedy thinking that we want Star Wars to like the real world. We are tired of all of this bullshit going on. We just want Star Wars to be Star Wars. It's not that complicated. Kathleen Kennedy sat right there and lied to George Lucas. She lied to his face. Do you remember the interview? George, what was a few days after he sold it, George says, I have outlines of episodes 7, 8, and 9. I have a treasure trove of stories, and he's turning it all over because he wants the fans to have these stories move into the future, and he did not want to do anymore. And she sat right there and said that they wanted to honor the characters and George's legacy. That was a lie. She threw away. Damn right. She threw away his sequel trilogy outline, and then they brought JJ in, and they already had their ideas. It is a criticism of JJ because I feel like JJ had the bargaining because first they came to JJ, he turned down the role completely, and then they went back to him, and I guess they sweetened the deal. But at that point, JJ had the power to go, you threw George Lucas's sequel trilogy away, you fucking idiots. I don't want anything to do with that. So that is on JJ. Now, again, they made the active decision to move away from that, but I feel he had the power to go, yo, look, blah, blah, blah. And I get it. I still like The Force Awakens, and I feel like Rian Johnson made a huge mistake and ruined it. But regardless, it doesn't matter. Kathleen Kennedy was a liar. We all stood up and we let them know we are not going to take this anymore. So Star Wars fans are awesome. Michael Ploman says, off topic, does Captain Whammon break 350 domestically? If so, is it because of Endgame? 350 domestically. Odin, I'm going to leave that one on you. 350 domestically for Captain Whammon.
Yeah, so basically I'm still working at the numbers myself because I want to do like my own like official what I think it's gonna make, not just a range, but an actual number. My range right now is like 450 to 650 worldwide total. And that is just based off of previous films that have been released. So if you actually go by the last time we had a movie that was a solo character being introduced for the first time, the only film that we really have that fits that category is Doctor Strange. And Doctor Strange ended up making a little over 700 million worldwide. I can't see how this film is going to make as much, seeing that it's got so much negative publicity going on right now, especially. And there have thousands of people saying, I'm not going to see this. Yeah, it's not, people might say, oh, just the people in your comments. Yeah, but thousands of people are saying this. Like, that's a lot of money of people that normally support MCU films that are not going to be supporting it. So domestically, I think that it's more likely going to end up around the $300 million range and then making around 320, 330 worldwide to, again, bring it up to that 650 max. Now, if opening weekend is like, because they're thinking like between 140 and 180 or 160 and 180 for opening. I think it might get closer to 100. And if it gets to 100 or lower for opening weekend, danger. So we'll know a lot more after opening weekend. But
I'm it's hard for me to determine to predict what Captain Whammon is going to do. It really is, because there is a lot of so much negative publicity right now. But we know that they're going to be just school busing, people through these charity events to the theater, and that's going to add to the box office. So I really have no idea. I really don't. All right,
guys. Before we continue, sorry to interrupt, but I was out. I was doing something. When you called me, I had to run back here to at least join the stream, but I cannot stay.
Okay.
But I did want to like, pop my head and be like, "Yo, we did it." Although, we allegedly did it. We don't know yet. Hopefully, we don't know. But guys, to everyone in the chat, love you with all my taco heart. Jeremy, I don't care. Odin, you have a great beard. You have the beard that Jeremy will never have.
See,
so with that said,
and you have the hair that I will never have. So I mean, together, I mean, if we were to fusion dance right now, I think we would create the perfect alpha male. Just saying.
Oh, for sure.
Just saying.
For sure.
I have the legalization you'll never have, Ivan. So.
But at least I have the skills to go into any country I want, even if I'm not forbidden.
This is true.
Anyways,
This is true.
All right, guys. Take care, everyone.
All right, buddy. Have a good one, man. Call me later.
Will do.
All right, bye. Okay, let me get back to super chats really quick. Metro, I think that says Metroid 86. Have you noticed that that one of the final scenes in The Last Jedi was completely plagiarized from a scene from Escape from LA? Yeah, that was heavily covered several months ago by several channels. I didn't cover it. I think John Talks covered it. I don't know if you covered that, Odin. But I think SC Reviews covered it. So yeah, that's been out there for a while. Stone Cold Jeremy, sorry, no victim card for you, Rian Johnson. You're a straight white male. Ha ha ha. Yes. Monochrome Mandalorian, a surprise to be sure, but a welcome one. Make Star Wars great again. Laura, it's a short story. I'm so worried they're going full Reylo in episode 9. I am worried about that too. Are you?
If this news is true, not as much. To be perfectly honest, I think that based on the trends of everything going on, it seems like they're going in a much more logical direction. And something tells me that if they really want episode 9 to make money, especially since they're going to be spending probably upwards of $400 million on this movie, when you add in marketing and everything, I think that they are going to want to make sure they get that money back. And they're going to have to make about $1 billion in order to do that. So,
yep. Now, look into this one for me if you're not blocked. Basic Attacker says, according to Jason Ward and his sources, the new rumors hold no weight. Now, you can say what you want about Ward and making Star Wars. Jason Ward does have good sources. Jason Ward typically does know, a lot of the stuff that he reports definitely is on point for the most part, regardless of if you like him or not. So if you can look into that, Odin, and see what he's saying on Twitter, if you're not blocked.
Yeah, I'm actually not blocked because I'm blocked by Swank Motron, of course.
Okay. So we'll look into that. And let me see here. Morith says Ivan has have a PSA for Rian Johnson's trilogy with Sarah McLachlan in the arms of the angel. Oh, such a sad song. Makes me think about that dog commercial every time I hear it now. Lee Cole says been with girlfriend 6 months and Ryan is gone and saw pre-screen of How to Train Your Dragon. Was amazing night. Hell yeah! Congratulations, buddy. Congratulations. Let's see. Stone Cold Jeremy, if you watch Mike Zero's vid, he seems very giddy. Mr. Dr. Cornbread for the win. I'm glad he's gone, to be honest. Star Wars with everything new, aka without the Force, it just isn't Star Wars. 100% right. Jonathan M. Jeremy, don't read good, but he can read this. We win. All right. Abeshk, I think that's how you said to say it. LOL. No, Jeremy. There was no subversion to my previous chat. My account is directly connected to my other social medias. It is my name. The K incomplete was meant as phonetic, like in Return of the Jedi. Sorry for the confusion. No apologies necessary, buddy. No apologies necessary. David Martin says Bob's and Vagina, or Vagana. Bob's and Vagana. That's right. Boy Wonder 52, token of appreciation. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate that. Star Wars for Life, Fandom Menace rules. Yes. Okay. Any information, Odin?
So yeah, reading through it, he's saying that according to, I spoke to several of my sources and it would be news to them if anything had changed at all. Some laughed. All said nothing has changed and all announced films are going forward as planned. I'm guessing we'll get some updates at Star Wars Celebration in April about the timeline, or at least some hints. So, let me try and see when he posted this article. I'm not really getting a time on when it got posted because he's making reference to things on Reddit and direct messages, not to Screen Rant picking it up or the original Super Mario or Super Bros article that picked it up too. So, yeah.
All right, so that's to give you the full side of the spectrum, because again, we don't know if this is true, at least in the confirmation sense. I believe Rian Johnson hasn't been attached to this trilogy for some time now.
Yeah.
That's what I believe, but that doesn't mean that I know that to be true. I believe it to be true, but I don't know it to be true. We have these reports going around. Again, these stories go out there because these companies want these stories to go out there. Again, say what you want about Jason Ward and his opinions and the way he carries himself, and that's fine. People say whatever they want about me, but Jason Ward is typically very much on point with a lot of the stuff he breaks, and that is just to be fair to him. So he is saying that according to his sources, they don't know anything about this. So more.
However, I will say that no one is picking up what he has said. No one is picking up his article. No one is sharing his article. So again, maybe it's because they think that everyone's gonna be just going after the hate. But to be honest, I would imagine that it would be just as much people saying, no, look, we have more information that's saying that it's not true, and we're not seeing that. So that to me lends more credibility to the original report that he is indeed done or leaving. And once again, he could easily do away with any thoughts whatsoever, but he has not responded yet. So
okay. Jeff Soul, I just went back. I did Mr. Super Chat. I apologize. The Fandom Menace is winning one battle at a time. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. So thank you for that. My apologies. Stoned Chronicle says, rumor has it Ryan Chodison stepped down from Star Wars, reported from Mike Zero. Of course, Mike Zero reported it. Yeah, this is being reported by a lot of people, but again, we don't know for sure. We don't know for sure. Metroid 86 says, by the way, I wanted to mention this, that whole in memory of Rian Johnson's trilogy, I will get on when I can after work. Unlike Lucasfilm, no plagiarism is involved aside from setting up the scene. Okay, that whole in memory of Rian Johnson's trilogy, I will get on when I can after work. And unlike Lucasfilm, no plagiarism involved aside from setting up the scene. Got you. Noah Talks. Jeremy, I think you missed my previous super chat. Damn it. Am I missing them all? There's so many.
Wait, Rian Johnson has a website? Oh, this is interesting.
Noah Talks. Jeremy, did you watch my Star Wars flop video yet? No, I have not. I apologize. I got your message, but I mean, it's been a really busy few days. So I get sent so much, and I'm trying to keep up. So I am trying my best. Doomslayer, have you heard about what's going on in the anime industry? The SJWs are seriously an infection. Also, what I miss about Big Round Head. So there's rumors going around right now on Screen Rant, on comicbook.com, on the interwebs, on Twitter, from industry insiders, that Rian Johnson is no longer part of the Star Wars trilogy that he was announced for last year or the year before, before The Last Jedi came out. That is from multiple sources that are reporting that, but nothing has been confirmed. We also have Making Star Wars' Jason Ward reporting that, according to his sources, that there is no substance to these rumors about Rian Johnson. So we are just trying to figure it out. But in my opinion, these stories break because they are true, and it's just a matter of time before they're confirmed. That's how I look at it.
So far, one person has talked and made reference to the Ethan Ward. Jason Ward. Considerations, and John Campia has now added in his 2 cents on it. He says, bunch of sites running headline Rian Johnson off Star Wars. What's their source? A hobby WordPress site run by a student whose last 10 posts have a total of 0 comments? That's the source? Not saying it's 100% false, but for sites to base headlines on this is pretty misleading. Says John Campia.
Yeah, is this the same John Campia that said that that it was a huge mistake for Aquaman to be released in December and that it wasn't going to make a lot of money? Is that the same John Campia that said Aquaman was going to be a disaster and he said Mary Poppins is going to kick Aquaman's ass?
But
is exactly what he said.
No, but he had sources. Jeremy, he had sources, okay? And he is a man of integrity. So he cited those sources, his own brain. His sources, the voices in his brain, all of those sources. That is why he had authority, man.
Yeah, and all of the Ben Affleck stories that he was reporting on, all of the stuff, and I love how John Campia says, now take this with a grain of salt. Don't take this, don't run with this story. But I heard this, and this, and then people run with the story. He says, I told you not to run with it. Bitch, you said it online because you wanted people to run with it. You don't say things that you don't want people to run with. You said it online. So, of course, people are going to run with it. But he said point blank that Mary Poppins was going to kick Aquaman's ass at the box office. That is what John Campia said. So, Mr. Throwing Stones from a Glass House, maybe you need to check yourself before you wreck yourself. Okay.
Yeah. Pablo Hidalgo is now letting his voice be heard on. He says, stepping down from what? Hate to see that happen. Oh no, I hope this doesn't strain Super Bro movie's credibility if this proves to be untrue. So he's just being his same old troll self, it looks like.
Oh, Pablo.
Yeah.
So funny. So funny. Let's see. Monochrome Mandalorian, Steve Carell. No, God, please. No. I'm assuming that's the report from Ward. Star Wars for Life. Good night, Jeremy. Great night for Star Wars fans. Hopefully. Laura, it's a short story. Would you guys want to see an anime remake of Star Wars? No. I wouldn't. Odin?
Sorry. The Disney Insider, says, update. Rian Johnson has confirmed that he is still working on trilogy. No source provided. So...
This is so fun. TK, looking forward. Let's see, my new Geeks and Gamers shirt arriving. Nice, TK. I'm happy that, and if you have not seen that on geeksandgamers.com, we have launched our store, so please go check that out. We are looking forward to seeing a lot of people rocking those Geeks and Gamers t-shirts and hoodies. I will gladly wear it during my personal boycott of Captain Whammon and Episuck 9. Nice. So if you're just joining us, there are multiple reports from sites like comicbook.com, Screen Rant, and insiders within the industry saying Rian Johnson has decided to step away from his trilogy. There are countering arguments from other people like Jason Ward saying that these rumors are not to be true. So what do we believe? Well, I believe Rian Johnson is no longer part of this trilogy. That's what I believe. But we don't know this for sure. This has not been confirmed. I don't know how many fucking times I'll have to repeat that. But if it's not confirmed in the next few days, people are going to go, Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers was talking about it. Yes, I'm fucking talking about it. And if you listen to the goddamn thing I say, you've heard me say 1,000 times, it's not fucking confirmed. I'm just running with stories to other people.
Listen, no, Jeremy, listen. It's a rumor, okay? It's all a bunch of big talk. It was locker room talk. That's all it was. It was a bunch of rumors out there. That's it.
So that's what we're doing. We are talking. We are looking to see what's going on, but I am happy as hell that this discussion is happening. Death of Star Wars. Thank you for the super chat. Victory. We need to keep pressure on Disney to not make Indiana Jones woke. John Lando Pando Kasdan is writing the script with Kathleen Kennedy and her husband producing it. Spielberg likes the idea of Indy being a woman. Whew, that's a lot to unload. Yes.
Hold on. This is great. Someone just retweeted a Rian Johnson comment, and it was like saying, screw you haters. And it was Rian Johnson doing the yup with the fist bump. And I'm like, oh, so he responded to somebody. turns out he was retweeting a comment from 2018. So
oh, good stuff.
Yeah.
So back to Death of Star Wars. It's a victory if true. If true, we don't know if this is true, but it's a victory if true. But the discussion happening is a small victory within itself. So smash the melee button. We've got over 700 likes, almost 1,000 watching. Welcome to the Geeks and Gamers YouTube channel. I'm joined here by the great Odin from Odin's Movie Blog, my good buddy, my good friend, and we are talking about this news about Rian Johnson potentially being gone from the Star Wars trilogy, being reported on from multiple sources and multiple insiders. But also we have people on the opposite side reporting that it's not true. So we don't know what exactly is happening, but we are going to get to the bottom of it. So anyway, back to your comment. We need to keep the pressure on Disney to not make Indiana Jones woke. John Lando Pando is writing the script with Kathleen Kennedy and her husband producing it. Spielberg likes the idea of an Indy being a woman. Yes, I've heard those reports. I hate those reports. I hate the fact that Spielberg said that. So yes, you are 100% right. We definitely have to keep the pressure on for that. Nobody's going to go see a female Indiana Jones movie. I mean, we've already got that with Laura Croft, and she's awesome. You know what I mean? So what? Anyway, I don't know. I will say, you put Emily Blunt in that motherfucker, I might go watch it. Emily Blunt's a badass. I'm just saying. And she's hot. So hot. Want to touch the hiney. Ow! Okay. William Knapp says the SJW shills are coming out now. Yes, they are. They're in full effect. Monochrome Mandalorian, when I get my shirt, I'm posting it on Twitter. You tag me at D-Day Cobra and I will retweet you. All right. So we're caught up on super chats. Not anymore. Lord Paulus Corbus says, quote from Rian Johnson via web chat. Kathleen Kennedy did not say anything to me yet. Guess I'm still good. She have me protected. Is that for real? I would like to know that. All right. So what do you guys think in the chat? Smash the melee. We're almost up to 800 melees. 800 melees and nearly 1,000 watching. Thank you to everybody joining us. Do you need an update? I've tried to keep this story flowing consistently. I don't think many people are going to need an update, but if you need an update, let me know and we can update you.
And so far, nothing new. Everything is still being tweeted about the same. There's now a couple more people trying to say, oh no, but Jason Ward is saying that it's not, and I trust him. Okay, go ahead and trust him. He could be right, but so could the others. Like there seems to be enough out there where there is at least enough speculation to not know. And so let's wait and see until someone other than Pablo Hidalgo, who is a total asshat, confirms it. So
yeah, exactly. And really what this comes down to, this is look, again, Lucasfilm could just destroy all of the speculation if they wanted to.
Yeah.
But they enjoy this. But they're also scared because they don't know what's going on. You know what I mean? And so Lucasfilm could easily come out. Kathleen Kennedy could release a video tomorrow on any of their platforms, on lucasfilm.com or starwars.com, on their YouTube channel, anywhere. Kathleen Kennedy could just do a video. And she could just play oblivious to all the stuff going on. But it could be a video of her making an appearance and talking about the company that she supposedly runs, and that destroys all of the speculation about Kathleen Kennedy. You know what I mean? They could just destroy all of this and they could just confirm that she's still there and she's still running things, but they won't. Then we had the Carrie Hart news. So a few of us ran with the Carrie Hart news when it was reported, but I didn't really. I think I talked about it a couple times in passing, and then it got confirmed. It got confirmed through a backdoor channel from somebody else. It wasn't even Lucasfilm that confirmed it. You know what I mean? It was confirmed through, was it Variety? Variety confirmed it by talking about this project she was on and slowly sprinkled in that she used to run the Lucasfilm story group, but now she's just an advisor. She's just an advisor. And we all know what the advisor means because George Lucas was an advisor on the sequel trilogy. And you know what that meant? Not a damn thing. It meant nothing. So yes, they could come out and they could easily just they could confirm or deny this without having to say it, without even having to say it. Again, Bob Iger had an interview, and Bob Iger said nothing about Rian Johnson, but he talked about Benioff and Weiss, and he talked about J.J. Abrams. He talked about the work on Episode 9. He talked about Benioff and Weiss. He did not mention Rian Johnson. There's a lot to it. There's all I'm saying.
Oh, John Campea. Oh, my God.
What?
John Campea. This is just... He's giving me power right now. Oh my God, he's giving me power right now. So this is the latest from John Campia. I personally have no idea why Rian Johnson would even want to do another Star Wars film. Love or hate The Last Jedi, there was simply no excuse for the vitriol abuse that he took from F-twit fans. And he actually says the F word with it. F-twit fans, something that made all Star Wars fans look like cousin-humping, basement-dwelling losers.
This is the dude. Yes. This is the dude that has been crying about the prequels for 15 years. And he's going to make that do you want to talk about the biggest hypocrite on the planet right now? Are you kidding me? Is this on Twitter? Twitter?
Hold on. I'm just doing I'm doing ha-ha-ha's for as long as I can. And then I'm going to tag you in it. So that way you'll have access to it.
Good God, man.
Because, this is a minute ago. All right. So that's enough ha-ha-ha's at E-Day.
Oh, my God.
All right. Boom. You're tagged in it, brother. Oh, man. Also, there's been a couple of comments on Twitter that I've seen that have been fantastic. And if this all pans out to be true, I think that we should all start using this. That rumor could easily prove to be true that Rian Johnson got zeroed. How about that as a joke, Rian Johnson? Oh, yeah, we used to make fun of him all the time on set. Yeah, we'll see.
I'm tweeting him now.
Yeah.
This dude cried about the prequels for 15 years like a little child that couldn't get his favorite cereal when his mom was shopping in the grocery store, but he wants to cry about these Star Wars fans now. I'm doing voice text, by the way, because I hate typing.
I figured as such. I figured that you weren't actually reading it. Oh my God, that's beautiful though. John Campia. Dude, seriously, at Celebration, I want you just to go up to him and offer out your hand, and I want to see what happens. I really do.
Let's see. All right, I just retweeted him.
Sweet.
Oh my God.
God.
Anyway, okay.
We're toxic though. We're toxic.
Yeah.
We're the toxic ones.
I remember Simon Pegg said that he has absolutely no respect for any person that likes the prequels, and John Campia said that there was nothing wrong with what he said because it was against the prequels, which is something John Campia always had. You could be talking about anything. You could be talking about hey, what's the next movie you're going to go see, John? Well, I was thinking about going to see How to Train a Dragon 2, but did I tell you how much the prequels suck? That's how John Campia, he always has to bring the prequels into everything. It's unbelievable. So, anyway, man, whatever. Let's get back on point. If you guys were asking, for an update, I think. So, the update here is that the rumor is the key word there, children. Okay. Rumor is the key word. Okay. Yep. I'm not saying it's true. I'm saying there's rumors about Rian Johnson not having his trilogy, and the rumors are saying he stepped away from the trilogy. There are insiders, there are sites running with this, so we don't know if it's true. But then there are people like Jason Ward, who, again, whether you like him or not, Jason Ward is definitely on point with a lot of his reporting. And Jason Ward is saying he cannot confirm this, and he's reached out to his sources, and they have given no good information or any validation that this is true. So that is what's going on. Now, I've looked at this from the standpoint of going, if Rian Johnson is still attached to Star Wars, if Kathleen Kennedy is still running Lucasfilm, why is Kathleen Kennedy no longer doing the day-to-day operations like she did prior to The Last Jedi? Where has she been? Why has she disappeared completely? Nobody can answer that question for me.
Nope.
Rian Johnson has pretty much not mentioned his trilogy since, I guess, June of last year. I think it's the last time he mentioned it. I would have to
August of 2018 was the last time I can see he responded to someone who was asking, are you still doing the trilogy? And he just had the thumbs up, or no, he had the yes or the okay, the thumbs up, fist pump thing, whatever. So that was the last time that he officially, on his Twitter at least, talked about it. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, Cybernetic Husky just said, this was funny seeing you post it on the stream. Oh, John. Oh, John. I used to be such a big fan of you too, Campia. I used to be. I remember it as vividly as I remember wanting to pull my eyeballs out after watching The Last Jedi. But I remember it at Star Wars Celebration. I looked up to this man, John Campia. I had so much respect for him with what he did at, AMC Movie Talk and Collider and bringing that amazing team together. Had a lot of respect for John Campia. I met him at Star Wars Celebration Orlando. He was. I want to make sure I'm being clear about this. He was not disrespectful to me in any way, shape, or form. He was not. But he definitely just I was just another guy to him. You know what I mean? And I kind of went, so John, I got a lot of respect for you. I really appreciate you. You've inspired me to do a lot of things that I'm doing. Shook his hand. I said, one of these days you're going to know my name. And he just kind of looked at me like, sport, go ahead and run along. Again, it's not what he said. He didn't do anything intentionally disrespectful to me. He didn't. But it's funny now, a year later, my channel gets more views than his. My Social Blade ranking is higher than his, and my subs are almost at a point to surpass him, and I probably will surpass him in the next 6 months.
Also, John Campia just deleted the tweet.
He deleted it? He fucking deleted it? Motherfucker! Tell me, did he really, or did he block you?
He did. No, I'm not blocked, and everyone who's posting on the tweet that I made is now saying it's been deleted. It's been deleted.
Another win tonight. Tonight is all about fucking wins, bitches. I'm pulling.
But good job, champ. Good job, champ.
I'm pulling the fucking lightsaber out. Hey, motherfucker. Hey, Campia. You want to talk shit about fucking Star Wars fans? I'm here to fucking defend that shit. You're not going to sit here and talk shit about us. We will fucking destroy you. You fucking prequel hating bitch. You've been hating on the prequels for 15 fucking years, and now you want to play the goddamn internet white knight? Why don't you go cry about Trump some more, John Campia? Huh? Are you mad because the little guy? I was that little guy at Star Wars Celebration. Hey, sport. You go ahead, sport. You'll never get on my level, sport. Well, motherfucker, I'm past your level. And now you're deleting tweets like an SJW because you can't handle somebody challenging you because you live in your Hollywood bubble. Go fucking live in your Hollywood bubble. Go live in it. Go brag about your wife working at Hasbro. Who gives a fuck? Okay? All right.
You just broke me, man.
Whew. God damn it.
The chat has been, the chat. Guys, I love you. The chat has been great.
I am so tired.
Oh, man.
I am so tired of these beta males talking shit and then getting intimidated because somebody that you didn't think deserved to be in the same breath as you at Star Wars Celebration, when I walked up to you and shook your hand, told you how much I respected you. And now, Mr. I hate the prequels for 15 years. Now you're going to complain about this? Really? Are you serious? Get the fuck out of here.
Dude, so someone just tagged me and said, I took a screenshot, by the way. So now I'm tweeting it back. I was like, boom, hey, John Campia, I can't stop the signal. Can't stop the signal now. I'll tag you that one as well.
I love it. Smash that fucking melee button. Smash that melee button if you're tired of these beta males with their hypocritical bullshit. Okay, and their internet white knighting. You know, he's the same guy that gets on there and talks about respecting women and all this bullshit. I'm so tired of it, John. You did nothing but hire hot pieces of ass at AMC and at Collider. And you want to talk about respecting women? Why didn't you hire a 450-pound black woman with 3 kids? Why didn't you do that, motherfucker? Because you don't respect women. You hired all these hot motherfuckers because you knew they were eye candy, because you knew dudes, these same dudes that you claim are toxic masculinity, you knew the dudes would tune in to see these hot ass chicks because you know how the game is played. But then you want to get on social media and talk about toxic males and how disrespectful they are, knowing you watch porn, knowing you beat off to women, knowing when you're with your boys you objectify the fuck out of women, but you want to get on social media and do this preaching bullshit. Seriously, any dude watching this chat right now, when you are with your boys Hell, me and my friends walk around Walmart and I say worse shit than Trump said on that damn Internet Entertainment Weekly bus or whatever the hell it was. And all these fucking betas are going to get on here. Oh, the things I hear these men say about these women, it just hurts my soul. And I am so offended. It's bullshit. It's 100% bullshit. All right, I'm dialing it down. I'm getting a swig of water for the working man. I know we got super chats. I will get to them in a minute.
You're breaking me, man.
Almost at 1,000 likes. Smash that melee button.
I feel like I need to go to confession, just having been like 6 years of Kevin Bacon.
I want to apologize to Odin. Odin is a man of faith. He is a Christian man. I'm not saying that to be funny. He is. But
Jesus help me.
But anyway, okay. We're dialing it now. We're dialing it down, dialing it down.
Just by the way, you've got 1,200 people watching you, man.
What's up, everybody? If you're just joining us, I'm a little fired up tonight. I'm a little fired up. Now, the reason we went live in the first place is because we were talking about this rumor that Roundhead Rian Johnson is potentially gone from Star Wars. It's been reported widely by many sources, many people, and comicbook.com, Screen Rant, some other industry insiders running with that story. So we decided to talk about it. So then we also, because we are not worried about opposing opinions or opposing stories here. We don't live in an echo chamber at Geeks and Gamers. So there are other stories now countering that Rian Johnson could be gone by Jason Ward. And Jason Ward and I have always kind of not really seen eye to eye, and that's fine.
I thought y'all were best friends.
Yeah. But regardless of that, Jason Ward has a really good track record of his reporting. He's not always right, but he's right enough to where he deserves recognition for having really good sources. So people saying no sound. Can you guys hear me?
What?
Just one person said no sound, but I want to make sure you guys can hear me. But anyway, so Jason Ward is reporting, and again, he has good sources that this isn't true. So we don't know what's happening. But then John Campea, Mr. Internet White Knight himself, he wanted to sit there and, can you read the tweet again? Because I don't have it on me.
Oh, wait. People are saying it crashed.
What?
At least one person did. Someone said hit refresh. It's back. Okay. No, you hit 1,000 likes, bro.
Oh, yeah. No, we're good. Yeah. Yeah. Sweet. No, it didn't crash because I'm not on my phone.
Okay.
When I'm on an Android phone, on an Android phone is when it crashes. So thank you for smashing the melee button if you don't mind. Or wait, people are like leaving like crazy though. Like we're losing people like crazy. So maybe it did crash for some people.
Or maybe YouTube's like, yeah, everyone's saying refresh. So yeah, it looked like it may have gone down for some people. So for some people, it did crash.
We've lost 200. We've lost 200 viewers. So
I want to put my foil hat on and say that this is a conspiracy. And I want to say that I think someone probably attacked this video. And Hit
refresh. Hit refresh.
Yeah. Hit that refresh button.
It's so frustrating. I'm wondering what happened. Let's see. Nerdrotic. You want in here? Buddy? I'll send you an invite right now.
I say if you come in, you can tag me out because I know that I gotta go to bed.
Okay, let's see. And
I'll wait and see if you can get.
I'll see if Josiah wants to join in too, real quick. Let me see if I can get. So are we all back? Because we lost like several hundred viewers. So
looks like some of them are coming back though. So
okay.
Yeah, YouTube bias. No, seriously, I honestly, it would not surprise me. It would honestly not surprise me at this point that either that happened or because you all know what happens, or maybe you don't know, but. If you ever, for example, do a YouTube channel, YouTube video, and you ever have it to monetize video, they claim it doesn't affect the algorithm, but it totally does. Basically, if your video is demonetized, you're going to get crap views, which is why, unless you have like a giant channel or have built a huge fan base, you're never going to get to like the 1,000 view threshold that it needs to be able to get a, mandatory or a manual, as they say, a manual review. Right. So I would not be surprised if there's something similar for streams as too. If someone reports a stream that it screws up the algorithm too.
I'm looking at my feed because basically what I do is I take my Google Hangout and I overlay it on the video, and so I can see the chat. So I just moved my video, and yes, my stream is frozen up on my end. So I need to refresh. So that must have happened at 1,000 likes.
Yeah.
So at least we passed 1,000 likes and we survived, which normally that happens on my phone. Anyway, we're back.
Yeah. Also, Matthew Kadish, who's a friend of my channel, he had quoted. This is back at 8:22, so still when it was very early on.
Send him
when it
an
was very
invite.
no, this was like from a while ago, long time ago. So I don't even think he's still on. But he said, quote unquote reliable sources. I still don't buy it, hoping for the best, but expecting the worst. And I honestly think that's what we're on too. Like we hope that it's true. We want it to be true, but we also do understand that it's a rumor, and that's why we've said it countless times. And you know that the story is going to be, oh my God, last night everyone was just going crazy, saying everything, all these lies. It's like, no, we were saying very clearly, this is a rumor, and we hope it's true because it should be.
Yeah, 100%. So anyway, I got knocked off my game a little bit when the stream started crashing or freezing up. So we're getting back. I've got an invite out to Nerdrotic. So Nerdrotic on Twitter, John Camp uses Gillette razor to shave his bikini line. I punched kittens with joy if Round had really zeroed his career. All right. Anyway, Nerdrotic, I sent you an invite on Twitter if you want to join, and Josiah, I sent you one too. All right. So anyway, thank you for joining again. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just saying thank you for joining. You had to refresh. If you have any problems with this stream, just hit refresh. I appreciate you all joining. Subscribe to the channel if you are new here. My name is Jeremy. I am the owner of geeksandgamers.com. I run this channel. I run Geeks and Gamers. We have a very, very awesome team here. I'm not the only one here, but I am the main one here. And we also have Odin from Odin's Movie Blog. Odin, if you want to drop your link to your channel.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm about 200 subs away from 10K, guys.
Bro, so 200. There are 1,200 people watching this.
If y'all can help me out, I would appreciate
Odin is about to drop his stream, his channel in this stream thread. Please subscribe to him. Let's get him to 10K. That's a very big number, and he deserves it. This guy is always giving consistent content to Geeks and Gamers. Every week, he's on point. He's awesome. So, yeah. Now, I'm going to get to these super chats here in just a minute. If you're just joining us, we are talking about what's up, Josiah? How are you, buddy? I don't know if he's got any. He's got himself muted. So
okay.
Just start talking, Josiah.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. What's up, man?
Hey, how's it going?
Going pretty good.
Looks like we got some interesting things going on here.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So Odin meet Josiah. Josiah meet
Odin.
Odin.
What's going on, bro?
Hey, Odin. How's it going? Nice to meet you.
I want to make a point real quick. Now, again, I'm not overly religious, okay? But we have two Christian white males in this stream right now.
Toxic.
Literally triggered right now.
I am literally shaking. There is so much Christianity in this stream, and I don't know what I'm going to do.
The power of Christ compels you, Jeremy. Okay. I need an old priest and a young priest. The power of Christ compels you.
So anyway, but anyway, Josiah, obviously you're not the biggest Star Wars fan. You're an MCU guy. You're a Lord of the Rings guy, but you are part of the Geeks and Gamers team. And I wanted to get you in here, just so we can, let Odin go, because Odin's tired. So,
okay. I'm exhausted, but
tired Odin. Isn't that an account?
It
tired
is.
Odin.
He disappeared for a while. I think he fell asleep. So that would make the most sense to me. But I'm just gonna do one more skim through the media world and go ahead and talk to Josiah for a second, and I'll let you know.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So what's the scoop here? I didn't really have a chance to look into it too much yet.
So basically Rian Johnson, it's being rumored that Rian Johnson's no longer part of Star Wars in this trilogy, and it's being reported that he quote unquote stepped away. Rian Johnson stepped away. That is about 2 hours ago on Twitter, these
totally
his
started.
Choice.
Totally
100% his choice.
Yeah.
Because everybody steps away from Star Wars, and it's just
exactly.
Everybody steps away from Star Wars. It was being kind of floated out there by some anonymous, or not anonymous, but these Twitter users who are also involved in the industry, and it was going around on Reddit. Then at comicbook.com and Screen Rant picked it up and basically reported as a rumor that Rian Johnson decided to step away from Star Wars. If that is true, we all know that is bullshit. But then it's being talked about all over social media. And then we had Jason Ward from Making Star Wars, who's a frenemy, I guess you can call him at best of mine. And regardless if Jason and I don't like each other or not, Jason has a really good track record of reporting on Star Wars. His site does, and that is just that's how a grown man talks about someone that he doesn't like. You still give the man his props, and the man deserves his props.
Right.
And so he is reporting based on his connections and his sources that they are saying that this is not true to their knowledge. So that is giving the whole spectrum there of the story. We don't know what's true. We hope Rian Johnson's gone. We think Rian Johnson's gone, but we don't know this for sure.
Right.
So that's kind of the
as of this time, Rian Johnson has not himself talked about this on Twitter, and there has been no other official word about whether or not it's true. I will say the Screen Rant article continues to update itself because, why not? And it now includes the update from Making Star Wars, talking about how it's contradicted the rumor. So again, it's still a rumor. It is still very much up in the air, but God, I hope it's true.
Well, Jeremy, as apparently one of your token white Christian males, I'm praying that this is true. So.
Oh God, I love it. So at this point, I'm just gonna start using the white Christian males around here to virtue signal in the opposite direction. That's what I'm gonna do, because all these woke celebrities are always like reaching out to the oppressed, minorities and women. Let me show you how great of a guy I am because I have black people and women. Well, I'm gonna be like, look at me, virtue signal in the opposite direction. I have straight white Christian males on my channel because I'm so woke. That's how I'm gonna do it. All right?
Wait, so
I'm gonna go.
So is this where we
opposite direction?
Is this when we start talking about how there's only two genders?
Oh,
sorry. I didn't realize. Oh man.
Oh, that burns.
Dude, seriously, you could lose your channel for that, man. Like they're going after people now. It's ridiculous.
Suck it, Twitch.
So yeah. Respect Christian. How about that? Respect Christians. Respect Christians.
Yeah, right.
So let me see. Okay, I got to catch back up on super chats.
Wait. We have. All right. So Rian Johnson indeed has now had a tweet.
A tweet.
So he says, "I refuse to believe you didn't just make up Super Bro movies." So basically, it sounds like he is confirming that it is not true.
What did he say though?
So Super Bro movies was the original source from a lot of this.
Okay.
And
I didn't
so
know
his
that.
only response so far has been, "I refuse to believe you didn't just make up quote unquote Super Bro movies."
Okay.
So looks like it is being now confirmed by Rian Johnson.
Let's just remember that he's Rian Johnson, by the way.
Yes.
So,
Ryan.
Is this and let me see if I can pull this up. Okay, so hang on just a minute. Let me see if I can pull this up on Google really quick. Give me a minute, guys, and let me see if I can find this. Let's see. Okay. I gotta find a clean image of it because it's screenshots from other people. So, okay, so I gotta find the article talking about it. So this is back when the episode 8 trailer came out. Okay, I'm sorry, yeah, the episode 8 trailer. And I'm waiting for people to actually. God damn it, these fucking sites are pop-ups. I need to put more ads on geeksandgamers.com. Apparently, my God, like this is insane. The amount of pop-ups on these stupid sites,
ridiculous.
I'm looking for it now. Boy, we got some really shitty reporting on these sites because I can't even pull it up because of all the ads on these sites.
So,
anyways,
Jeremy, I'm now 149 subs away.
Oh, come on, guys. Odin's movie blog. Come on, guys.
Man.
You know what? I'm going to subscribe to you right now, too. I don't think
I subscribed to you earlier. I subscribed to you about yesterday, I think. So
let me see here.
Give me a minute, guy. Again, I'm trying my best to find.
There we go.
Oh, thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Hey, no problem, man.
I'm trying to find this story to prove that Rian Johnson is a liar. So let's see. Because so basically when the trailer came out, okay, when the trailer came out, fans started going, "Why is Kylo Ren's scar moved?" And Rian Johnson at first, again, man, how he responds by telling people it's not moved. Like I don't know. I don't know how they actually how he could justify saying, "Oh, it's not moved," when it clearly was moved, because all it took is a pair of eyes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's it's so terrible.
And to be fair,
Okay, so here it is. Here it is. All right, I've got it. I've got it pulled up. Okay. So if you remember this, okay, so this is how Rian Johnson operates right here. Okay. So so it says blah blah blah. This is when the trailer came out. You see, this is from The Force Awakens. This is the scar. Okay. And then people asked him, but on Monday, Rian Johnson tried to deny there had been any change when people asked him about that. He said it isn't. That's from Rian Johnson. When fans said, "What happened to the scar? Why is it moved?" Rian Johnson said it isn't. That's from Rian Johnson. It isn't, but fans weren't buying it. So then, nope. Johnson finally admitted on Wednesday he had. So it flat out admitted when there is visual evidence to support. Fucking Rian Johnson, you moved the scar. Just admit it. But he lied about it. And then he said, okay, it was my decision to slightly adjust it, and that was my justification. It honestly looked goofy running straight up the bridge of his nose. Then why did you lie about it, Rian Johnson?
Right, exactly.
Why are you such a liar?
Do you really think we're that stupid?
It just so I mean, this is how this guy operates.
Yeah, he's just like in delusional denial, basically.
Yeah.
I mean,
so that's where we're at with it. Okay, holy crap. There's so many super chats. Odin, if you got to go, buddy, just whenever you need to.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna.
You're 125 away. You're 125 away.
I know. Holy crap.
200. Stay until you get 10 grand.
I'm about to say, like, I'm at 988 right now. 9,888. Holy crap. That's absolutely insane.
What up, Nerdrotic?
What up?
Oh man.
So is making Star Wars a pretty reliable source? I don't really know. Okay.
Yes, he is. Nerdrotic, your first time on Geeks and Gamers, buddy. Welcome to the channel.
Well, thanks for having me, Jeremy. It is an honor to be here with the Geeks and Gamers. What's up? I was in the chat listening to you doing some rearranging of action figures. Very important work here.
Absolutely. So yeah, man, you're doing great work. Your channel is killing it. Are you at 40K yet?
I'm 42 away from 40K.
Nice.
Guys, all right, we need to get Odin.
Damn right.
To 10. We need to get Gary to 40. We need to get Josiah to 1,000.
And Josiah, you're like what, 100 away from 1,000?
Yeah, something like that. Yep.
Dude,
I will sub to you, Josiah.
Awesome. And Obi12783 said that Star Wars girl Anna is 90 subs away from 35K. She has been absolutely killing it in the past week. She's getting like 1,000 subs a day right now. On fire. So she is just killing it. Congratulations to her. She's doing amazing stuff over there.
Really is.
And it's the whole entire, Geeks and Gamers fandom menace, it's all coming together. And I've said this many times, if I have 100 and whatever thousand subs, every single person affiliated with me should have that many subs. That's how I feel. And if they pass me, more power to them. I don't get jealous at this stuff, man. I'm just thankful to be part of this. I am just thankful to be part of this. You know what I mean? Again, I said it the other day, when these SJWs come after me, I'm like, bro, I'm a high school dropout. I shouldn't be here in the first fucking place. The fact that you're spending your day tweeting about me says more about you than it does me. I mean, really, you're spending your day crying about me. Like, I'm just some asshole that decided to start a business 7 years ago. I lost my ass for 6 years of it. And finally started to make something of it. So I'm here and I can't be stopped. And I am so supportive and so thankful to be surrounded by people like Nerdrotic, and Odin and Josiah and Anna and everybody, Ethan, World Class, SC Reviews, Ivan. It's amazing. And that's the beautiful thing about us is that we all come together. We work together. We stand together. We support each other, even when we disagree. Like people were sending me Jesse Milestone's video earlier and they were like, this is so bad, Jeremy. I'm like, bro, have you ever seen Jesse? Like, she's a firecracker. She's a fireball. Jesse don't mess with this girl. You know what I'm saying? I like, that's the thing about Geeks and Gamers. We all disagree. Like, I like it that way. I like it that way.
Yes.
But anyway, Gary, have been following this news, this Rian Johnson stuff?
Since you went live, yeah.
And
I hope it's going to be true eventually. There's no way we're going to get a trilogy from this guy. I gave up on Star Wars after Last Jedi. I just stopped talking about it because there's better channels talking about it right now, and I'm just done with this guy. By the way, nice beard, Odin.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah.
I was going to say breaking news. So Rian Johnson has now officially stated in a reply, "No, it isn't true. I'm still working on the trilogy. With all due respect to the movie bros, who I'm sure are lovely, kind bros with good fraternal intentions." God, this guy.
So now you've heard. I'm sorry, Gary. Didn't mean to.
It's all right.
There.
No worries.
But yes. So chat. We have an update from Rian Johnson himself. Rian Johnson himself. Which again, how much do we want to believe of his word? I don't know. But all we can do is report what he is saying. He is claiming that he is still attached to this trilogy and he's still attached to Star Wars. So there you go. Take it for what it is. If it's true, that's fine. I've said this a million times. The equivalent of sending Rian Johnson out to make another Star Wars movie is the equivalent of sending CM Punk out for another UFC fight. It ain't going to end very well,
Not at all.
And so I will be making a video on this tomorrow. So Infinite Godakin Brent says you're at 9,900, buddy. So we
get at 910. I'm like 90 away.
Nice. Again, for an update, if you're just joining us, Rian Johnson has confirmed himself that he is still doing the trilogy. So, I don't know, man. I don't believe it. I still don't believe it. I don't. Yeah. Again, this goes back to Bob Iger. Bob Iger himself did not mention Rian Johnson when he was talking about the future of Star Wars. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Weird. But so Nerdrotic, you cover a lot of Star Trek, and that's what's really been elevating your channel. You've been got a lot of, because Discovery is a nightmare right now, apparently. I don't watch Star Trek. I watched like The Next Generation and all that stuff back in the day, but I don't watch anything current. So is the state of Star Trek in a similar place as Star Wars?
Absolutely. It's repeating itself. It's repeating from Gamergate to Marvel Comics to Doctor Who to Star Trek. It's infused with a political agenda, and that takes priority over creative decisions. The crew, they made. I did a review on the special features. They made a point that their first priority was to hire, was diversity hire over merit, over characterization, over storytelling. And it shows through that. And then again, we have the fan base being attacked. I was just thinking that John Campea tweet that he deleted triggered the hell out of me, because I that's the one thing I think we all have in common here is we are fans. We have the fans' backs, and any of us who have worked with creatives before, we know how the general disdain towards the fans from creatives, from entertainment media. And Campea throwing out the goddamn basement dweller thing again. It's like, dude, those of us, yeah, I know. It's like, for one, it's tired, it's basic. And listen, for those of us who were little nerds when Star Wars came out, like, I'm old, so I saw it in the theaters in '77 and took a bunch of shit for being a nerd. I was still proud of it. And for you to call yourself a nerd and throw your basement dweller out and cousin humpers, for one, how dare you talk about your parents like that? It's not very nice. and so then he deleted it. And I hope people screenshot the hell out of that. That's your boy. That's somebody who's representing the Star Wars community. We're getting the same crap in Star Trek too. We call them the Drekkies. I don't know. I have no proof that they are paid by CBS, but they seem to come in waves. They hit Doomcock, our good friend Doomcock.
Yeah,
they come after Doomcock. They come after Mecca. They come after Midnight's Edge, and it's just a repeated story, and nobody seems to be getting the message that there is a very large number of people who are not happy with the way they treat fans. The customer service sucks, basically.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, I have been, and I've talked about this before. I've battled the prequel haters for so many years, and I used to get so pissed off at prequel haters during the Star Wars era. I would get so mad, but now where we're at with it, it's like, at least a prequel, looking back on it now, I never had to argue with people based on sex and race about Star Wars. Like, these guys still loved Star Wars. These prequel haters, they loved Star Wars. They were Star Wars fans, and in the moment, I didn't get that. I was just like, you assholes are pissing me off. I'm so tired of the prequel haters. I'm so tired of them. But now looking back on it, like, the prequel haters, regardless if I agreed or disagreed with them, they were Star Wars fans. These people that are defending Star Wars and Star Trek, generally speaking, they're not fans of this stuff. They are worried about the social aspect of it. And it's driving me crazy. Hello, Mecha Random. How are you?
Oh, I'm good. I yelled about this a little bit. Just see you guys are live too.
Yeah. So I figured I'd let you come on in here, and I updated the title to where it says Rian Johnson says he's still attached. Just so we can get everybody on
nothing
the same
but the
page.
facts here. We have been very clear from the very beginning about all of this, and that is something that the other people cannot say, like John Campia, who puts things out there and realize that he can't stop the signal, Mal. Can't stop the signal.
Yeah, it's absolutely unbelievable. So
can I just say real quick that Nerdrotic has hit 40,000 subscribers. So
nice.
Whoa,
Nice.
Jeremy, thank you so much,
dude. My pleasure, man. Honored to be in here with all of you. Mecha Random, you hit 20K, right?
Yeah, 20
Yes.
on like Sunday or something. It's crazy.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
So,
nice. Congrats.
Thank you.
And that's what's amazing about this community is so many people, will just rally around each other, and it's a beautiful thing, man. And I'm just so thankful to be part of this. But you guys didn't come to hear me, talk about how I'm so happy to be part of this. Let's talk about Star Wars. Let's talk about Star Trek. Let's talk about all this craziness. So if you're just joining us, these rumors started going around a few hours ago that Rian Johnson was no longer attached to the trilogy. That was the moment where you heard the internet go crazy and cheer and be happy. And for a few hours there, we weren't really sure what was going on. Then we had Jason Ward from Making Star Wars report that his sources were saying that that's not true. That's actually that Rian Johnson's still attached. And that was to counter reports from other sites like comicbook.com and Screen Rant running with the story. Well, who's the original source of the story? Odin?
Super Mario Brothers or Super Movie Bros.
Okay.
Yeah, Super Bro movies. Yeah.
Super movies. Yeah.
Okay. So now now Rian Johnson himself has come out to confirm that he is still part of the trilogy. Odin, what exactly did he say?
Oh, let me pull it back up again. I retweeted it too, so it'll be easier for me to find. He says, I said that it's going to be easy to find. He says, no, it isn't true. I'm still working on the trilogy. With all due respect to the movie bros, who I'm sure are lovely, kind bros with good fraternal intentions. So even when he's confirming something, he can't help being a douche. So.
Somebody in the chat said Josiah's channel name is Josiah Rises. That's all together. Josiah Rises. Josiah, comment so I can make you a mod so you can drop your channel link.
Okay.
I think you already are one, if not. But I'm going to catch up with the super chat, guys. I know I am so far behind, and I appreciate all of the comments, the support. We've got 1,320 people watching. I really appreciate that. We've got 1,200 likes. Appreciate that. We have 12 dislikes. Thank you, because you only help. Again, any type of engagement on the video helps the algorithm. You dumb fucks don't understand this. It helps. All the algorithm sees is engagement. So if they see any type of emotional reaction, that tells the algorithm this video, this content creator, whatever is going on this particular video is creating an emotional reaction. Therefore, we want this to go to other places. It doesn't hurt. So the best way, like I said, the best thing you can do is ignore me if you don't like me. That will ultimately hurt my feelings. All right. Anyway, what was I going to have updated? Was there anything? I know I got all of these super chats to catch up on. So David Watt says undislike. Like, damn it, let me undislike it now. But anyway, all right. So Josiah is 60 away from 1K. All right. So again,
nice.
Did you comment, Josiah?
Yes. It's probably lost now though.
I'm looking, and then I'm gonna get to the super chats, guys, and You guys have been awesome tonight. Josiah, you're going to have to comment again because I don't know where the hell it went. So just say straight white Christian male. Okay, there it is. Yeah, so
Way ahead of you, bro.
All right. Boom. Okay, now you can drop your channel link. Okay, let me find where I left off, and then we will talk a little more. So, Nerdrotic.
Yes.
And I'm freezing. No, I'm not freezing up again. Nerdrotic. Okay, so I would like to at some point. I know I told you we would get together last week, and then Leia hurt her leg. But if you would be willing, maybe Friday. Are you available Friday night?
I'm available. I usually do a Friday stream, but I can adjust the time.
I can work around your stream. I mean, it wouldn't be a problem. But basically, what I would like to do is not even do a live show with you. I'd like to do a pre-recorded show about Star Trek Discovery, so we can have some of that content here on the channel. Because I don't know anything about it, and I'd love to talk to you about it, and we can kind of talk about the parallels between the Star Wars universe, Star Trek universe. I think that would be great. So
many, absolutely. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate
yeah, absolutely. All right, so let me find. Has John Campea tweeted again? By the way.
I'm on him right now. Hang on.
He deleted like every tweet that he had originally from everything. He had ended up deleting it. So let me see if he's anything new.
Did.
Oh no, what's going on with Campia now?
Oh, you didn't hear the first comment?
Oh man,
you missed it.
Oh my god. Let me read it again for you.
It's real spicy.
All right, so this is the original John Campion tweet that he has since now deleted after like 2 minutes of it being up. He says, I personally have no idea why Rian Johnson would even want to do another Star Wars film. Love or hate The Last Jedi, there was simply no excuse for the vitriol abuse that he took from F-twit fans. Something that made all Star Wars fans look like cousin-humping, basement-dwelling losers.
Keep in mind, Rian Johnson gave a lot of that. I mean, he's why we use the word man baby, because he's brought it into the conversation. So,
yep, 100%. And so I retweeted John, reminding him that he cried about the prequels for 15 years nonstop, like a little child in a grocery store with his mom when he can't get his favorite cereal. Because we've all seen that kid. And I called him the biggest hypocrite on the internet. And then about 2 minutes later, he deleted the tweet. So I'm not saying it was my fault, but I'm just saying that same little sport that you said, run along, little sport at Star Wars Celebration when I met you. Made you delete your tweet. And I don't even have a check mark. I don't even have a check mark on Twitter, John. I'm not cool enough to have a check mark. And oh, by the way, Twitter, if you're watching, if you ever offer me a check mark on Twitter, I will tell you to shove it up your ass. I don't want your check mark. So, all right, I have no interest in that whatsoever. Okay, Nicholas Glenn just tagged you guys in Mike Zero's video comment section. Mike Zero is never wrong. His news is set in stone. If the rumor gets confirmed, then Mike zeroed it. Well, clearly Mike Zero didn't get this one right. Lord Corbus, thank you for the super chat. Roundhead Ryan Johnson, you guys are very abusive right now. John Woodhouse, NPC, let's see, has encountered an error, needs to close. Yes, the NPCs are in full force. Nicholas Glenn Campia already said he was not going to Celebration because of the toxic fan base. Is that what he said?
That means he's scared of someone, telling him the truth.
Yeah. I mean, I'm probably no. I'm not gonna say this on the air. I'll tell you guys off the air. Anyway,
get your forks out, singer, says Rian Johnson. Get your forks out, singer.
Let's see. Monochrome Mandalorian. I didn't see an estimated delivery date on the order confirmation or email. What's the expected shipping time? 1 week, 2? Just wondering. Thanks. That's on the t-shirts. I don't know because my team is handling that, but I would imagine you would be getting this before the end of the week. I got you on Twitter though. I will talk to my team and I will get back with you on that. And I do appreciate the order of the t-shirt. And if you have not ordered your t-shirt, geeksandgamers.com/store, and you can order your Geeks and Gamers t-shirt or hoodie, and I appreciate it if you do that. Death of Star Wars. Can someone call Orange Man bad to revoke John Campia's visa or U.S. citizenship and send him back to Canada? Nicholas Glenn, he deleted it. I'll just Facebook message you the pic of it. That's talking about his tweet. Tristan says, best Star Wars news in almost half a decade. Between Campia and Johnson, who do you think is the sorest loser? Definitely Campia right now, seeing as Johnson was able to confirm he's still on. And so, yeah,
at least according to him.
Yeah,
It's
according
for
to
him.
Johnson. According to Johnson. Nicholas Glenn, retweet that pic, Jeremy, and tag him in it. I'm sorry, man. My notifications are out of control. I can't get
God, yeah.
anything right now. Alton Foster, Jeremy, Odin, what's going on? I just got on. I think you've probably been caught up, and I did pull out your lightsaber that you sent me, Alton. That awesome lightsaber. When Campy had deleted his tweets, so love it, man. Love this thing.
Ooh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Dude,
Nice.
when he sent that to me, I opened it and I thought it was a bomb because I saw the bottom of it because I was like in my PO box. I was like, oh man, they finally got me. But let's see. Art Vandalay, we fixed the glitch. Ryan won't be receiving a paycheck anymore, so it will just work itself out naturally. Office Space reference. If I didn't respect you so much already, Art, I definitely do now. Eric says, is there an Academy Award for Best YouTube Rant? Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm still not on that Star Wars Girls level, but I'm trying to get there. Jared says, this rant brought to you by Love My Carpet. I still have it with you guys. Love My Carpet. So I don't know.
For the sponsor, by the way.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw that, but I was talking about why I don't accept sponsorships. And I was like, if I got like a Nintendo product, like I don't mind talking about that. But these random companies that I've never heard of keep telling me they want to sponsor me. Hey, Jeremy, we'll give you $200 if you'll talk about our product. I don't know your product, so I don't want to talk about your product. So keep your money. I'm not interested. But if you're Yoo-Hoo or Nintendo, talk to me. I'm here. I'm here for that. Let's see. Fernadad or let's see.
Hold on, before as you mess up that name,
okay.
as you screw up that name once again, that Star Wars girl just entered the chat and says, "I don't think you'll ever get to my level."
I won't.
Oh,
Yeah.
I won't. I
They
don't.
just got burned.
I won't. Okay.
Super.
So Ferd and fuck it. Okay. Tell my wife Ferdinand is the moon. Boom. Nightwish 1991. So what's the TLDR? I don't know. Dude, what kind of names are in here right now? Are you guys intentionally fucking with me right now? God damn it. Look, I'm lucky I wasn't born with 3 eyes. Okay. I'm from Alabama. There's a high possibility my parents are brother and sister. And I think I've accomplished a lot by getting to this point. I don't need you guys to continue to fuck with me. All right. Thomas Gilkey, by the way, Thomas just got out of doing 2 discussion live streams with Mary. Thank you, 3. I appreciate it. I hope to meet Odin and Josiah one day. Well, you're going to see me and you're going to see Ivan, but I have been kicked out of Pensacon, so I'm no longer welcome at Pensacon. So if you're just watching the stream, I have had my media credentials revoked from Pensacon, which is a local convention here in Pensacola, Florida. I've been for the past 3 years. I made a video today talking about them and the whole VIX situation. And about not even an hour after I uploaded my video, I got an email from them. And they was like, you're not allowed anymore. And we're very disappointed in you. And we can't believe that you did this. And you could have reached out to us and yada, yada, yada. So I am no longer allowed at Pensacon.
Even though you didn't take a strong side in the
I didn't even take a side in it. I didn't even take a side, but that's fine.
No, they're just going after everyone, though. That's what I've been hearing. Like they're going after Twitter accounts and anybody who hashtags anything.
The guy that runs Pensacon is a mega douchebag. I know these people. I know how they operate. They did exactly what I wanted them to do. I said multiple times that they were going to do this in my video. They did exactly what I wanted them to do, and I'm getting attention for it. So again, that's fine. But more to come. I'm not saying anything. I'll tell you guys off air.
Cannot wait.
They
Cannot
have
wait.
eyes everywhere.
Okay, John says Jeremy makes me nut. A little disturbing.
TMI.
A little disturbing.
I would take that as a compliment.
But I'm gonna take it as a compliment.
My guess is that he imagines
well.
you in a Leia bikini, and that's what probably gets him.
As long as you're on that side of the internet, we're good. Yeah.
Do we have a Leia bikini Jeremy yet? That needs to be a thing.
Oh, please, Leia bikini Jeremy, make it happen, people, please.
So, that should be like a 200,000 subscriber promise. Right there.
I don't even know what to say right now. I don't even know what to say.
Pulled out for $1 million.
This is why I don't do live streams anymore, because I make a lot of promises that I don't like. After the fact, I'm like, shit, I gotta do a 24-hour live stream. That 24-hour live stream was like, if it was for Rookie Critic and Sith Kryptonian, dude, at one point I was literally, my forehead was pressed into the microphone. I was asleep. Like it was around like hour 20. And I remember waking back up and I'm like, what the fuck? Holy shit. You know, like I didn't even know. All right, back to the super chat so I can butcher more names.
Yes.
Jesus, they were so far behind. John can't. Okay, we read that one. Kenneth says Rian Johnson and Kathleen Kennedy are on my list of people I hate so much. I am committed to outliving them purely out of petty spitefulness. On toast. So this is what Rian Johnson's been doing for the last 2 days, trying to DDoS Jeremy. Raymond Hinch holds Star Wars cartoon has Luke on back of speeder and indoor looking scared to death. On Death Star, Luke is like a child. Luke is not equal to Leia in the cartoon. That whole disaster. I mean, I need to do a full video on that. Doomcock did an awesome video on it, and the Radical Jawa did a mashup of the original trilogy versus that garbage ass cartoon. And great job by both of them. And I need to do a full video on it. It's so actually, I've done so many videos. I released 5 videos today. What the fuck is wrong with me? All right, MW77. I'd pay to hear Lucas' thoughts on The Last Jedi Luke. Oh God, wouldn't we all? Wouldn't we all? I'll just tell you this. I'll tell all of you this. I shouldn't tell you this. I might at some point be able to find something out in respect to that question. I'll give you guys more details after the fact.
Ooh.
Anyway,
Serious Lord.
that's why I don't need to do live streams. Anyway, the real Blackwell. Pensacon is trash. Check out one of the founders, Ben Gaelic, convicted spice manufacturer. Remember his friends run Pensacon. I don't know who that guy is, but I do not like the guy that runs it. It's a Vase Productions. Wow, you Star Wars fans sure do react to Star Wars news. Yeah, we do, and we will respect where we came from. Luke Skywalker is a Christ figure. Odin doesn't like that, and Josiah. We have Christian. Again, I'm going to virtue signal my white Christian males, straight white Christian males.
Pray
on
us
this
out,
stream.
Jeremy.
Speak on my behalf, please.
I will whore these motherfuckers out, okay? I have white, straight Christian males on my stream. Nerdrotic, are you a straight white Christian male?
I am a straight white male, agnostic, respectful of Christians, though. There you go. So,
And I respect
You know
you.
what? You know
Ah,
what?
thank you.
know what?
And I
know
respect
what?
you, good sir.
I'm going to take that.
Am I the whore of Babylon? Is that what I am to you, Jeremy? Am I the whore of Babylon? Is that what I am to you?
Because I'm in Babylon, so right now, San Francisco, California. Poop on the streets. Yeah.
Zebulon Pike said Jeremy might be from Bama, but Ryan can't even spell his name right. Boom! That's what I'm talking
Right.
about. That's what I'm
Rian.
talking about. And by the way, on my video, I talked about how Pensacon actually banned a Mexican and a lesbian because that's what they did. Because Siobhan and Ivan, like. I mean, what are you Trump now? You just trying to run Mexicans out of your convention? What's going on here, man? Like, come on, Pensacon man bad. Like, this is ridiculous. But that's okay. I got a plan for him, but we're not going to talk about that right now.
So many teases. Jeez.
I know.
I know. Just
He's such a tease. You're such a tease, Jeremy. Jeremy. God.
proper Jeremy. If this is true, Saturday's Council of Jeremys will be in celebration of a glorious event. Well, based on what Rian Johnson is telling us, it's not true. So that's all I can tell you. Nightwish fan 1991. So Carrie Hart is out, and rumors of Rian Johnson being out definitely sounds like a shake up going on at Lucasfilm. This is how I'm going to look at it. And I repeated this earlier. I'm going to repeat it again today. And no one says Jeremy is on fire today. Thank you. I am. We all are, because we know that we are winning. We are winning. The fact that Rian Johnson even had the need to respond to this, like, what are you doing, bro? Why don't you give us a set photo? This thing was announced over a year ago. You know what I mean? Nothing.
Exactly.
Again, Kathleen Kennedy went from being out front every day, all day, every interview, showing her Star Wars shirt, talking about this, talking about that, forces female bullshit this, social agenda bullshit that, to nowhere to be found after The Last Jedi. Something happened. Something happened.
Mhm.
Bob Iger is now talking about Star Wars in a public setting where the president of Lucasfilm should be talking about it. Carrie Hart, the person that Kathleen Kennedy handpicked to run her story group, now she's working on some unknown TV or what is it, a movie project or whatever. Like, again, you don't leave Lucasfilm. Like, you just don't. That's not a choice you make. Nobody's like, there's better opportunities than Lucasfilm. No, there's not. There's not.
Exactly.
Well, I guess there probably is now. But again, you know, is that comic? Do you want on here, Ethan? Do you want on
Yes.
here? Do you want on here? All right, come on. I'm getting you on. Hang on. EBS is coming. Hang on, guys.
The party.
Well,
yeah.
just one last thing before I go, because I don't know if I'm gonna hit 10K tonight, but I'm definitely well on the way. So thank you for the support, guys.
Super proud of you, man.
But looking into this Rian Johnson tweet just a little bit more, he says, "No, it isn't true. I'm still working on the trilogy." Just because he's working on the trilogy doesn't mean that he has the trilogy. Just
true.
saying.
Yeah.
That's
They're
true.
ghosting him. They have to be.
Just saying.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
All right,
So-
EBS, you got your invite, buddy.
And EBS is going to jump on, so I'm going to jump off. So, guys, thank you so much, Jeremy. Thank you for having me on,
Yeah,
and
man.
thank you for being so gracious and supporting me. And I love all of you guys, every single person here. Thank you.
No, man,
I got you,
I'm really proud of you, Odin. And you know, man, you've been doing a great job. This it seems like yesterday you were fangirling over talking to me, and now you just don't even listen to me anymore. You're like, fuck this guy. You're like Ivan. You're like Ivan. When Ivan's like first, he's like, Jeremy. Now I talk to Ivan. I was like, leave me alone, white boy. You know, so and that's how it should be. That's how it should be.
Right.
Anyway, no, man, congratulations. I'm proud of you. I will see
Thank
you
you.
later.
All right, have a good one,
Good
guys.
night, Odin.
Cheers.
All right,
Odin.
man.
Later.
All right. So I'm gonna try to catch up on more of these. I'm sorry, guys. I wanted to talk to you guys more, but these super chats are just running so far
Do it.
behind.
All good.
So, where did I leave off at? The concerned Westerner. Personally, if me sucking at my job cost the company I work for well over $1 billion, I'd expect to be fired. Just saying. Well, that's the real world, and that's how the real world operates. But Hollywood doesn't quite operate like the real world, unfortunately. Let me see. Thomas Gilkey, I read that one. Miss Anthropike one. I think that's what it says. Holla at my G. One of these days, I got to get on a stream with you. Conservative hip hop, comic book, life ranter. You better sub. I'm not gonna see Carl members either. Love you, bro. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. And maybe we can make something happen one day. What's up, EVS?
All right.
What up, man?
Yo, Odin's movie blog just totally ghosted me. Did you see that? Yes, he did. He goes, Ethan's coming in, I'm going out. And then he goes, and on his way out, he said, yo, I just want to let everyone know I love everyone here. Don't think for a second I didn't take that personally. I totally thought that shit.
He's been trying to leave for like an hour, man.
Oh, all right.
So what's going on, man? What do you make of all this?
Well, it's we were right from the start. You know, when we said that Rian Johnson was fired sometime last year, we were right. Now, you know, the response that Jason Ward got from his Lucasfilm weirdo, you know, people. Jason Ward asked the question wrong. The question was, has there been any shakeup, any change in directors? And they said no, because he's been gone for a long time. That's it. The question is Rian Johnson still working on a trilogy for Star Wars? These people, the way they talk, it's just like Pablo Hidalgo and Kiri Hart. Do you remember that?
Yep.
Pablo Hidalgo's reaction to questions about Kiri Hart's rumored firing was, yeah, these are the same people that, you know, say that Ruth Bader Ginsburg is dead. You know, it's like, well, it turns out, douchebag, that she was fired. So you were lying. And that was only a week. He said that a week before it became common knowledge that she was indeed gone. So, Jeremy, I would trust your instincts on this. I trust my own instincts. I definitely trust Mecha Random's instincts. And everybody here in the, who else do we have in here?
We got Nerdrotic and Josiah. Josiah Rises.
What's up, EVS?
Yo, Nerdrotic, good to see you. And Josiah
See you
Rises,
too.
man, that's my brother's name. So I'm
Oh,
going to
nice.
subscribe to your channel. Yeah.
Josiah,
thank you.
Josiah's been on my Geeks and Gamers team for 5 years, and finally got him back into the fold on YouTube. So he just recently started his channel up and getting it rolling. So glad to have him back. He's one of my good friends. So
I love it. I love it. You want to be a part of Geeks and Gamers, man.
and I've been reverse virtue signaling and Josiah. I was like, hey, I have 2 straight white Christian males on my stream. Just want everybody to pay me attention because we have straight white males that are Christians, and I should get attention and I should get recognition for that. And you know how much that triggers them.
You want to be Christian right now, man. The Christians, they just got the DC Comics Blasphemous Second Coming book shut down before it was even published. today has been, I just did a stream called Comicsgate The Reckoning, and it was just me like super cyan, just like I'm winning, all my enemies are at my feet right now. It was great.
Nice.
Ryan Johnson. So these guys, anti-comics gators, two clowns who were doing a book called The Second Coming, which was making fun of Jesus. It was like, God's like, you screwed up the first time I sent you down, so I'm going to kick you back down there to get it right, and go hang out with this superhero. And Jesus was a bumbling clod, in the comic book. Now, the guy who's drawing the comic book is somebody who I used to call a friend, and he went all over and blasted like everything he knew about me, all my personal details to all my enemies, talking about my ex-wife and stuff like this. And then, here he is working at DC Comics on this book making fun of Jesus Christ. Well, that was something we all at Comicsgate kind of chewed on for a little while. We didn't like him. He runs his mouth on Twitter about Comicsgate all day long, calling us a hate group. Well, we're a love group right now, pal. Christians got together and started a petition. They got 250,000 signatures on this petition. DC Comics, do not put this book out, or that's it. DC Comics, the book was going to come out March 6th. Today, cancel.
Wow.
F you.
Wow.
That's the power of God right there. Fantastic.
Yeah,
and
I think that just kind of shows the power of the fandom in general, like the power that fans have.
And the fact that, like, I think, and again, I'm not overly religious or anything. I have my beliefs. I don't really talk about them publicly or whatever. So, but the problem I see is that people are so persecuted for publicly having that like Chris Pratt, Like, Chris Pratt is like legitimately a great guy by all accounts. Yeah. And just because he shares a belief that these nut jobs don't agree with, they just go after him for the craziest reasons. And that's just a microcosm of what's going on in society. Yeah. And I think people are just tired of, they've been like the silent majority for the longest time, and now they're being the vocal majority.
Good. Well,
that's always something that I've always just appreciated about Geeks and Gamers, is that I always felt like I could, be myself in the community here and not have to try to hide certain parts of myself or whatever. So that's something that I've always just appreciated about Geeks and Gamers, that everyone can just be themselves. So
yeah, definitely. And Ethan, did you hear what happened with Pensacon?
Yeah. So that's the other thing. So Vic Mignogna, somebody who apparently has Christian beliefs, and that might be the reason. It might be the reason why he's being persecuted as well.
I've actually talked to him before at one of the Comic-Cons that I was at, and we talked a little bit about...
Was that when you covered it for us years ago?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he and I think I can't remember if we actually did a video that covered him or not, but I know that during the backstage and stuff, like, he and I talked for a bit about our Christianity and stuff and all that too. So it was pretty cool. He seemed like he was a great guy, and I mean, he always seemed, just watching him interact with his fans, he always seemed very compassionate, and he loved his fans, and he wanted to he tried to be there for his fans. He asked so many of his fans like how they were actually doing, and they're, as people and stuff. And that's what always just seemed really cool about him. So it just seems like it's something that people are just kind of taking advantage of and blowing out of proportion. So.
And I'll give everybody that's watching right now, Josiah has a new video coming to the channel tomorrow. I've got to watch the updated version, but he's wearing a fedora, and he's reacting to the news of Brie Larson pushing a Jeep, and so he's going full soy boy mode, and he's doing the tip of the fedora every time he respects women. So that should be on the channel tomorrow.
That's awesome. Jeremy, could you tell the Pensacon story? Because it's funny. Like, I'd never heard of Pensacon before, and then until you said you were going to go to Pensacon. Now, some people might not know what happened.
Yeah, so Pensacon is a local convention here in Pensacola, Florida, and it's grown exponentially over the past 5 years. I've been there probably, I think, the last 3 or 4 years with media credentials with Geeks and Gamers. And, we've always never had one single problem whatsoever. I've never liked the guy that runs the convention. He is a jerk. He's a well-known jerk here in town. And if you don't just say exactly what he wants you to say, he doesn't like you and all this stuff. And that's fine. I don't care about that. I've been in communication with some of his other people. I'm not going to name them out of respect for them. But so anyway, I got, I had not applied for my media passes until just a few days ago because I've just been so busy. And we've got people coming down from like New Jersey, New York. They're coming to meet me and things and hang out with me. So I applied for the media passes. I got approval from me, Ivan, and Siobhan. And so then this whole thing happened last night with Pensacon and their Twitter account with Vic. And I guess some people were tweeting that supporters should go to Pensacon of Vic and, you know, speak out in his favor. And the Pensacon account started just going after these people. Like, you come here with that nonsense, and if you sham victims of sexual assault, you will be arrested on site for any support of Vic. You will be arrested. We have eyes everywhere. Like, they were just going after people left and right. It was absolutely crazy. And I kept getting tagged on it. And people have been asking me to cover the Vic story for several days now. And I just don't know a lot about it. So I try not to talk about things I don't know a lot about unless I can give some good perspective on it. Instead of, like, I don't think it does me any good to just report what is out there. I think it's important for me to report what's out there and give my honest, informed opinion, you know, and I don't really have an informed opinion on this topic. So that's why I haven't covered it. But anyway, I saw what was going on with the Pensacon thing. And with it being my hometown, my convention, I'm going to be there. I have to cover this. I have to cover it. It's my responsibility at that point. And if I don't cover it, then I think I'm hurting my own credibility. And I knew, you know, I had the discussion last night and I was like, you know what? I can go about this one way, or I can go about this like I do every fucking thing else. And I can just say exactly what I want to say and not tiptoe around it. So that's exactly what I did. I turned the camera on and I covered it. And I talked about, I opened it up and I said, I'm probably going to get my media credentials pulled for what I'm about to do because I know how they operate. And that's fine. I don't really care. I'm not a convention guy anyway. I'm just going to hang out with the people that want me to be there. So if it happens, it happens. But let's talk about it. So I covered the story from One Angry Gamer, which is a great site. One Angry Gamer talked about the tweets and everything. So I covered that story. I talked about how the guy that runs Pensacon is kind of a jerk. I talked about that I didn't have a stance on this Vic story because I don't know any. Like, all I can say is what I think it looks like. And to me, it looks like a Chris Hardwick situation. It looks like people are just capitalizing off of any momentum that looks like a Me Too movement because nobody cares about the facts in these situations. They only care about the narrative. And it feels like this is pile-on situation. But I don't know. And I'm not taking a definitive statement one way or the other. That's what I said in my video about it. And I wrapped the video up and I said, I even point out, like, with Pensacon, this could be a rogue employee that handled their Twitter last night. You know what I mean? It could be just one employee that went rogue, and maybe they need to release a statement on that or something to clarify what happened. But I don't know, but they'll probably get mad at me for making this video. Less than an hour after my video hit the internet, I got an email. And the email, I'll post the email tomorrow because people have asked me, like, wait, we actually need to, we don't want to see it. Says, Jeremy, I regret to inform you that I will be unable to fulfill your request for media passes this year after all. As you mentioned several times in your video that you really don't care, I imagine this will come as no surprise to you, nor cause any disappointment. I personally am disappointed in your actions, both in making accusations and assumptions about an organization where you're not remotely familiar with the duties and structure of each staff member, and that you would attempt to incite others over an article without having done any research at all into this issue at hand first. Had you done so, you would have read that not, quote, one woman was accusing Vic of, quote, misbehavior. This is in no way similar to the Chris Hardwick situation where an ex accused him of a pattern of behavior. And the other woman in his life actually came forward to defend his character. That is not the case with Vic. This has been on an ongoing issue for years that has just come to light. And because it involves his behavior with con attendees, particularly minors. By the way, it's pronounced Mignania, like lasagna. And also Monica's last name is Real, not Rail. Just in case you wanted to get that right in your next video. Okay, so let me talk about the last part. Do you think I can't watch somebody else's fucking video and figure out how to pronounce these people's names? I know I can fucking do it. The point is, I don't care about covering my fucking flaws, okay? Like, I don't give a shit. If I don't know how to fucking say something, yes, like all of my videos, do you think I don't have the ability to actually edit shit to make myself sound smarter? I am a flawed individual and I own my fucking flaws. Okay. Period, point blank in the discussion. Now, the rest of it. Yeah, man. So that's the gist of it. They basically don't like my opinion that I didn't even take a stand on Vic, but because I didn't take the stand they wanted me to take, they pulled my media credentials. There you go.
Yeah.
So that's fine. Again, man, I'll use it to my advantage. I was hoping it would happen. That's why I said it in my video, because I know how they react. I know how their mentality is. And so I think it's really funny. Really funny. So
yeah, Jeremy, you gotta, first and foremost, I mean, you can't be, as media, we're going to Star Wars Celebration. And we're not going to Star Wars Celebration to be wined and dined and feted by these idiots.
Right.
We're there to cover what goes on. And that's far more important, the respect that we have for our audiences and to be honest with them rather than be a shill, which is what you would have been had you not expressed your opinion. Your channel would have gone shill. You had to express your opinion about this and be honest. And whatever the consequences are, you owe it to your subscribers to follow your heart and be honest. So I'm proud of you for that. I think you did the right thing.
I appreciate that. And I'm not, I'm not going to make it a big, kumbaya here, but honestly, I give you a lot of the credit for, helping me get to that point. And I know I've kind of always had that edge, but seeing how you kind of have thrown all of the truth bombs at the entire industry that you worked in for so long
we're here to fight, man.
Yeah. So, and that's why we've all said, we're not worried about, media passes at Star Wars Celebration or anything like that. We're just not. We don't care. Like, we'll pay our money. We'll go in as fans. And if they choose that they want us gone as paying customers, that's going to be on them, because we're just there to have fun. We're here to talk to the people that support us. And maybe some of the people disagree with us. If they want to have a conversation, we'll have those conversations with them. You know what I mean? Like, it's not a problem at all. But I see all of you in the chat right now. So now, Nerdrotic, have you talked to Ethan before?
A long time ago. Once.
Yeah, once.
Yeah.
Okay.
I subscribe to you. Yeah, it's nice to. Wow, I love your backdrop,
dude. It's so good. It's so good. I'm gonna lock in on him for a minute. Look at that backdrop. That is beautiful.
Yeah,
that is gorgeous.
Awesome.
Yeah, that is awesome right there. And
Thank you.
and Nerdrotic just hit 40,000 subs. He's been killing it lately.
Thanks to Jeremy. Thank you very much. And you guys in the chat, and Josiah and Mecca and Ethan. Ethan, thanks for subscribing. I've been with you since DNC mentioned you had a channel. So
thank you so
much.
much.
It's been great, man. Love what you do. So
what
you were talking, sorry, Jeremy.
Go ahead, man.
And I'm not saying this to bring attention to myself. I'm just saying this a relatable story here about how I think people are coming around. I was recently invited on a local TV show to it's called Creature Features, and they introduce B movies and they introduced B, and I said yes, of course. And when I talked to the guy, I'm like, you know what I do? Like, I complain about Doctor Who and Star Trek. He's like, oh yeah, no problem. So I think that is, and this is here in the Bay Area, and they've invited me on. So I think slowly things are turning around, and Pensacon, screw Pensacon, man. I think you'll start maybe getting invited by more and more places because of what you're saying. I think more and more people feel, a lot of people feel the same way we do. They just don't want to publicly say it for what Ethan said, because they don't want to get the shit. They don't want to, there's a headache that comes along with this. You guys get it way worse than I do. Mecca gets it way worse than I do. But I think it's starting to turn around slowly. I mean, it was almost too much good news today, because one of my insiders in Doomcock reported on it today that it looks like Star Trek Discovery has stopped production, maybe.
Really?
They sent the people home, and they were still working on the show. I know there's a couple people still working on the show, but they sent the people home until April, and they said, don't come back until we call you. Now, that's a rumor, but if that and Rian Johnson happened in one day, my head might have exploded.
Dude, I'm telling you, so everything is so good, and you're right. Things are turning around. I got an email today, this one, not to name drop, but I got a nice email from Jordan Peterson today.
Whoa.
And
And
nice.
Yeah. And he was just like, I think things are turning around. And he used hold on a second, let me find it for you really quick here. But he used the example of how he was being torn apart as like a whammon non-respecter in the media. Okay. And then somebody who he didn't expect actually stood up for him and said, none of that's true. That's all bullshit. He is a moderate voice, blah, 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 blah. So, this morning he had the same kind of thought that, like, he feels the tide changing. The tide is turning towards us. There can only be lunacy for so long. how much worse can it possibly get? How much weirder can it possibly get? You know, and it's happening in comics. It's happening in Star Wars. It's happening on cable TV. It's happening apparently with Star Trek. That'd be so funny. Good stuff all around. Good stuff all around.
You look at this Pensacon thing, and I'm going identity politics on it. You know, I was going to walk in there with a lesbian, a lesbian, pro-LGBT lesbian that disagrees with me on everything, that runs my community, and a Mexican. And now we've been banned because I didn't say exactly what they wanted me to say. That's the type of mentality they have, and that type of thought process is being exposed on a much bigger scale, and people are starting to see it. And I think Pensacon's going to get a real big wake. I think they're going to really regret how they handled themselves with this whole entire situation. You know, it's just they don't believe anything they say. They are so lost in trying to project their own insecurities out of themselves onto other people. And I think it's a good sign when, you know, not even simultaneously Nerdrotic's talking about how he thinks it's changing, and EVS talks about how, you know, Jordan B. Peterson sends him an email talking about he thinks it's changing. And how about EVS? How about EVS? Ben Shapiro and Jordan B. Peterson, fucking superstar on
Comicsgate, man. It's Comicsgate. I'm telling you. We're on the tip of a cultural spear. The key.
Sorry, Mecca. I'll get to you. Okay.
Oh, so I'm gonna shut.
No, I interrupted. No, I interrupted her. I interrupted you. Go ahead, and I'll let her go.
I was interrupting. I was interrupting you guys. Sorry.
Go ahead, though, Ethan.
Oh, I'm just saying we're on the tip of the cultural spear, and the reason why Comicsgate is getting that kind of attention is because we're actually creating an alternative. You know, if you guys did the same thing, if you were offering some kind of alternative to the mainstream somehow, and I know Jeremy, in a way that you are, you know, you were a part of the Vader short film. You're a part of. You've got a video, music. Am I speaking out of
video?
No, you're good. You're good.
Okay, people know that. Okay,
Yep.
You've got other things that you're creating, and you're actually, you know, you're becoming more of a you know, you've got your own media essentially, and that's a big deal. Now, if you guys actually can actually offer something, an alternative to what these garbage NPC SJWs are offering to the mainstream, that's how we change things. So Comicsgate Phase 2 for us was initially the first year, we're just pointing out what these SJWs are doing. Phase 2 is these are our comic books. And by the way, you know, we've raised $2 million. Well, I don't know how, I haven't added it up recently, but we earned $2 million on last year's comics. We took 0.5% of the income from Marvel and DC. Think about that shit. That's just a handful of comic skaters. That's significant.
Wow. That's very significant.
Yeah. So I mean, people hear that and they go, "We got to shut these guys up." If you can survive the initial assault, you know that you're going to endure. If you can survive that and just live through it and prosper, you have an opportunity to replace these people. So that's where we're going now, man. Comicsgate, yeah, we're getting some mainstream attention.
Yeah, and Random, I'm gonna let you go. I want to play off something EVS said about, you know, surviving that initial that initial resistance you're gonna face from these people is so accurate, because at the beginning of the year last year, and Josiah knows this, when I was running Geeks and Gamers, I tried so fucking hard to just not take a strong stance in one direction or the other as the leader. You know, I was trying to appease everybody. Big mistake, huge mistake. But mistakes are part of life, and they're a part of the learning curve that you have to get through. So I regret nothing. But all those years that I tried to make everybody happy. And then when I knew, I was like, I told my team in November, I said, guys, get ready. Because Jeremy's I'm fixing to just pull my dick out and let everybody see it. Like I'm going all, I don't care anymore. I'm giving my real personality, my real thoughts. I'm not going to be afraid that I'm a Trump supporter. I'm not going to be scared to give my opinions, and I'm going to piss people off. And I started doing it. And Josiah can tell you point blank, about 7 or 8 people from my team went full SJW on me because they were already SJW. Yeah. They went after me. They tried to slander me. They tried to lie about me. These were people that I gave money to, that I bought equipment for, that I went out of my way. One of them was running my website, and I was letting him post left-wing bullshit on my website because that's how I am. I don't care what your opinions are. You know what I mean? If that's how you feel, you can post it on my platform. I'm not scared of your opinions. They just lied about me so much. And when I was doing the anti-Last Jedi stuff and the anti-Lucasfilm stuff and calling Kathleen Kennedy out in January of 2018, I didn't know what the fuck was going to happen. I was like, man, I don't want to get called a racist or sexist. I don't want my kids seeing this online one day. I don't know what was going to happen. And luckily, I made it through that. And I found a huge support system, all new friends, people that have my back. So what EVS said, 100%. So if you're going through that, if you're thinking about speaking out, do it. And the people will find you and they'll have your back. Random, all you.
Well, I was thinking like the how we're winning and everything. We're actually kind of winning this whole thing. Just look at the Scott Mendelson article about, Ghostbusters 3 is happening and it's all Star Wars fault or Star Wars fans' fault. You did this, you horrible complainers. Like, yeah, we did. I mean, it's probably not going to be any good now that I'm kind of reading more about the movie, but we are fixing things. We're complaining loud enough. We're causing like a stir. We're causing, all these, especially with Star Trek news, with like the Midnight's Edge Star Trek video that really blew all the licensing and rights off of everything. Now, like all the Star Treks, did I say Star Wars? All the Star Trek people are coming out of the woodwork, with damage control because, we're making a difference. Everybody is in all aspects of geekdom, be it like Doctor Who, Star Wars, Star Trek, She-Ra, just pretty much everything that's kind of under the attack, comics, everything. They're listening, that's why they're scared. They're kind of like cornered rats. That's why they keep attacking us. And like you guys are saying, you just have to kind of survive through it and realize that, once you make the wonderful friends of the community, we're so strong together in all of this. And we actually have true diversity because we have different opinions, we have different political, religious, colors, genders, everything. But and that's what they're so afraid of, that they're pushing this agenda, but we already have it. We don't need them to push their agenda. We can say no more, and we can make the final call. So that's just
and the cool thing about all of this is that the more that we stand up to the SJWs, the more they're going to fight back, and the more insane they're going to seem to people. And the more people are going to see that, the more people are going to wake up and stuff too. So.
And they keep flip-flopping too. They have like opposing opinions on their own SJW stuff. Like I've been digging up articles all over the place where it's like, oh, even SJWs hate this stuff. Even they want strong characters that aren't Mary Sue's. Even they want this thing fixed or that thing fixed. Like,
yep, it's true. Odin's still awake. I told him. He's like, I'm about to come back on. I'm like, no, you're not. I'm too tired. I got to go to sleep. But you guys you're so good right now. I can't sleep. So it's so funny. Guys, I know there's a mountain of super chats. If I need to get to them way later tonight, I will. I think we've got a real good discussion going. I really don't want to break that up. If you don't want to send any more super chats, I'm not going to get upset. Just understand it's going to be a long time before I get to all of these. I just want to make a note of that. But we have a really good discussion. I don't want to keep these guys on all night. I mean, we're at 11:30 anyway. So once they decide they want to kind of, leave, I'll get to more of the super chats. So just keep that in mind. And I do appreciate that. If you're just joining us, we initially started this stream because Rian Johnson, there were rumors online that Rian Johnson's trilogy has been reported that he's no longer attached, which is something we've believed for a long time. Then sites like Screen Rant and comicbook.com picked it up. And so we decided, okay, me and Odin said, we're going to go live and talk about this because this is amazing, because this is exactly what we've been hoping for and what we've been believing and everything like that. And then Jason Ward from Making Star Wars said that, his sources didn't have any information, yada, yada, yada. And now Roundhead himself has come out on Twitter to say that he is still working on the trilogy. He probably means trying to find his Lord of the Rings trilogy to work on, meaning like maybe he needs to put it in his DVD player and watch it, because that's the only trilogy he's going to be involved in. But anyway, so
the thought of Rian Johnson watching Lord of the Rings just it makes me want to cry.
Yeah, you worship the Lord of the Rings. I know that. So we do. So tonight,
right there with you, Josiah. Right.
Yeah.
It's so
Tonight
good.
we have Mecha Random on, and so subscribe to Mecha Random 42 if you have not. We have Nerds Erotic, who just hit 40,000 subs. Congratulations, sir. We have
Thank you.
Josiah Rises on. He's part of the Geeks and Gamers team, and then we have a newcomer to the entire industry. You may never heard of him. His name is Ethan Van Sciver. He's learning his craft. He's never really done anything. And EVS, have you hit 99,000 yet? Have you hit 99K yet?
Yeah, I'm at 99,085. So I'm
Ooh,
almost,
nice.
yeah, I think I'm going to hit it tomorrow because I'm telling you, like, now it's really picking up momentum.
Yeah,
And I can't
hell
wait
yeah.
to be at 100.
Congrats on
Hell
that.
yeah, man.
Thank you,
That's
thanks.
awesome.
Yeah.
Good job.
Just gotta keep putting out good content, like more than once a day. So like I'm doing what you're doing. You're doing like 3 videos a day, and they're all clickbait. They're all fun.
Yep.
But you know what? Honestly, they're just these NPCs are just being delivered right into our hands right now. I mean, the stuff with Captain Marvel is hilarious. This woman's nuts. Brie Larson is crazy.
It's insane.
Yeah.
She
And then
just
I got-
provides more content every day for us too. It's amazing.
Did you
Oh,
see the
it's
Hollywood
just
Reporter
begun.
story? Did you see the Hollywood
I
Reporter
haven't gotten
story?
to it yet.
Oh
because
my gosh.
I've got.
What
I've got
is What was the title? Brie Larson can't save womankind, but she's doing the best
Yeah, I
she can.
tweeted
or
it
something?
to you I sent
I
it to you
got
this morning. Let me see here.
Oh my god, unbelievable!
yeah,
I just
somebody please send it to me. I'll
Captain
do it.
Marvel's Brie Larson can't save womankind, but she's doing her best.
Oh my god! I gotta I said this today on Twitter. I said I encourage everybody to make as many Captain Marvel videos as you possibly can because they are number one. People want to talk about this. People are fed up with it. And number two, it's going to help your channel. And number three, it's just going to make these bots cry even more.
Did you read that article, Jeremy?
I have not read the article yet.
Okay.
I linked it in the group chat here.
It is literally the cringiest article that's been written about Brie Larson yet. It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible.
Dude, they're gonna sue me. Did you see the charity that threatened to
Oh
sue
yeah,
me?
Oh
I
yeah.
saw that. I saw that.
So
I saw your video on it too. I saw your video.
So funny, dude.
Have you heard anything? Like, has he actually had a lawyer contact you?
No, I'm waiting for it. I can't wait. Jeremy, I hire like lawyers by the metric ton. I have so many lawyers on retainer, and this guy's, I mean, the idea of suing me for my opinion about your stupid charity, I mean, is good luck to you. Good luck to you. I will, because I mean, the thing about it is that he went out and he's just like, oh, I didn't know this racist Ethan Van Sciver. I'll countersue you for that, and I will win. You know, I will countersue you for that. So good times. I mean, I don't. Here's the thing about it, Jeremy. Listen, guys. Like, you wouldn't think this movie was any big deal. Like, normally people go, why do you think Last Jedi is SJW? What's SJW about The Last Jedi? Well, it is, but also the mere fact that you guys scream like cats being swung by their tails when we attack it. Now, if I come out and say, you know what? I mean, fuck The Sound of Music. You know what I mean? Screw that movie, The Sound of Music. Nobody's going to say anything. You can say screw any movie. Screw Venom. That movie sucks. Something like that, nobody cares. But when they start screaming at you, when they come at you and start calling you names, that's when you found a nest, a hive of SJWs.
Oh, yeah.
And damn if they're not all cloistered around this movie.
Yeah, and Nerdrotic and Random, you guys are dealing with the Star Trek Discovery crowd, which is the exact same crowd.
Oh,
and
I get him from Star Trek Discovery, Star Wars, from the Captain Marvel people. Who else? I get them all.
Now,
Oh, yeah.
Nerdrotic, have you been covering Captain Marvel on your channel? I know you've been killing it with Discovery. So
I have. I had that dumb idea of waiting until the movie, but just while I was while I was sitting here, I have an idea for a video. So my first Captain Marvel video will be out tomorrow.
do it.
Yeah,
Do
if they can get through the Doctor Who people and the Star Trek people, good luck. That's all I got to say. But yeah, Random's getting way worse than I am, though.
I'm a meaner person, I think. I'm a little bitter on my videos. I'm cute on live streams, but
And again, right now, I think the person that's getting it, at least from my perspective, Anna's getting it worse than anybody right now from the Captain Marvel. I mean, her channel, she just hit 35, right? Yeah, 35,000.
Nice.
Last week she was at 25,000. Like, that's how much. And
Wow.
she
That's
got
what happened
Captain
to me in
Marvel.
January.
Yeah, she got Captain Marvel videos that are like hitting 200,000, and she's
Nice.
got them trying to troll her on live streams now. I mean, they're coming after her, and the reason they're coming after her is because they view a woman with an opinion that especially a woman that can articulate themselves, they view that person extremely terrifying. You know what I mean? They really have to discredit a woman that's speaking out against them.
She's a star, though. I mean, Anna is a star. You know,
I've said from the day I brought her onto this channel, she would be bigger than all of us on YouTube because she's great. And same with like Mecha Random, like she's getting it because she's a woman, and they can't deal with a woman.
Oh yeah.
That will speak out against them, so they go the extra mile to try to discredit you, and it only shows that we're right. You know what I mean? Like
every
it just shows
time
that we're right, and you know, and I think it's great. Their stupidity, their ignorance, their misery brings people like us together, and we've created friendships and relationships that are going to last us a lifetime. And we have, you know, we've come together, we've become successful together. We've seen our channels grow together, and they're just sitting there just. What are they doing? Like they're just continuing to cry into thin air. You know what I mean? There are people. My webmaster for geeksandgamers.com. He often is just searching out stuff. You know, Geeks and Gamers stuff on the internet and things like that. And he sent me an article the other day that he found from several months ago. Somebody was comparing me to Glenn Beck, and the geek version of Glenn Beck. And he goes, dude, he said, do these idiots, like they're backlinking to our website, they're doing my job for me. Like they're so stupid. Like they're complaining about you, they're crying about you, and they're backlinking to your website. What is wrong with them? You know, he's like, it's so funny that they don't get it. And you know, please write more articles about me, backlink to my website. I'm begging you, make more videos about me, cry about me on social media. The more you do it, the better it is for me. Again, any acknowledgement of my existence or any of our existence is a win for us. It's that simple. It's that
100%.
So, yeah. But yeah, Nerdrotic, I'm glad you're making a Captain Marvel video tomorrow. Right?
Yes. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. I shouldn't have waited this long. But you know.
EVS, did you hear about Campia?
No.
Okay, so Campia. Oh man, I had an epic rant too. So let me see if I pull it up. Let me see if I can pull it up. So Campia made this tweet. Let me find it. Okay. Campia made this tweet. Bunch of sites running headline Rian Johnson off Star Wars. What's their source? A hobby word site run by a student whose last 10 posts have a total of 0 comments. That's a source. Not saying it's 100% false, but for sites to base headlines on this is pretty misleading. Now that's one of them. The next one was the funny one. I personally have no idea why Rian Johnson would even want to do another Star Wars film. Love or hate The Last Jedi. There was simply no excuse for the vitriol abuse took from fuckwit fans, something that made all Star Wars look like cousin-humping, basement-dwelling losers. So he made that tweet, and then I retweeted him. Hang on. And I retweeted him, and I said... the biggest hypocrite on the internet. This dude cried about the prequels for 15 years like a little child that couldn't get his favorite cereal when his mom was shopping at the grocery store, but he wanted to play White Knight now. And he deleted the tweet right after I retweeted him. So
great point. Yep. And by the way, his other thing about how like sources and stuff. Yeah, didn't he get behind that one single Twitter account that tweeted out? It was like Star Wars Explained or something like that. One single Twitter account that tweeted out that Kelly Marie Tran was bullied off her Instagram by trolls. That was it. No other source, just one Twitter account with 700 followers, and all of the media ran with the story that Kelly Marie Tran was bullied off of Instagram.
Yep. They're still running with it to this day.
Oh, yeah.
And then you ask them for proof, and they block you.
Yeah.
Blocked. So, yeah, man.
What's up with Campia, dude? These shows, their time is over. I mean, people want honesty.
I talked about it, Ethan. I said, you know, I've told the story multiple times, but, you know, when that was going on, I said, like, I was Star Wars Celebration 2015, Orlando, big fan of Campy. I walked up to him, shook his hand, told him I respect him, told him I appreciate everything he's done at AMC Movie Talk, Collider. And I said, hey, man, you're going to hear me. You're going to know my name in a few years. And he wasn't disrespectful at all, but it was just like that like, good job, sport. You go ahead and get him, Tiger. You know, just kind of a dismissive way, you know. And now here I am, you know, with a channel that's doing better than his, and it makes me really happy. You know, makes me really happy. And and there's no excuse for that. Like Campia has so much experience and so much pull in Hollywood and connections, and for some asshole in an Alabama pullover to have a channel that's pulling more numbers than him is it's an indictment of him. So but he just,
how about this? I'm just getting word. The upcoming Disney shareholders meeting is March 7th, and here is the link by Rian Johnson. This is all starting to make sense.
So you think they were just maybe they were just running this one up the flagpole just to see what the reaction would be?
He's gone.
Yep.
100%.
Disney hasn't made it official yet, but he's gone.
Well, there's another article this morning that basically gives a little bit more. I did link that in the group chat here. That's actually in my video that I've been kind of working on that I have to kind of add a little annotation to here. But basically, it stresses like all of what they're actually working on, and it kind of says that they don't have, you know, all the films that they're working on don't line up with Rian Johnson's trilogy, because they want to focus more on like Ray, Finn, and Poe again. They want to do the Benioff and Weiss one. But still, when are they going to do Rian Johnson's? Years and years and years from now. So I think that's kind of my theory, that there's definitely still more to this. And you guys are probably right. They probably are running up the flagpole and testing the waters. They do that a lot.
And Dub says, I approached Jeremy at Star Wars Celebration the same way, and he just treated me the same way as he said Campy treated him. That's not true. I had somebody approach me, and he's like, Jeremy from Geeks Gamers, and this is before I had a YouTube channel. Right? I was like, hey man, what's going on? And he's like, I can't believe it's an honor to meet you. I was like, you want to hang out with us? He's like, really? I'm like, dude, I'm just a dude. You can hang out with us if you want. Like, so everybody that
hang out with all of you. Like when we get Star Wars Celebration, if you guys love us, you better come up here. We're not going to hug you. We seen what happened to Vic. We'll make you sign a consent form before we hug you.
Man, that's awesome.
But yeah.
Welcome everybody. We are around 1,400 viewers, so we appreciate everybody joining us. Tonight's been a good night. We've been consistently around about 1,100, 1,200 all night. So now we're up to 1,400. We've got Mecha Random 42 here. Subscribe to her channel. We've got Nerddrotic. Subscribe to his channel. We got Josiah Rises. Subscribe to his channel, and we've got a brand new up and comer, Ethan Van Skyver. Subscribe to his channel. He's about to hit 100K. Let's get him there.
I've gotten 10 new subscribers in the last 5 minutes.
Hell yeah! Let's do that. I mean, we should have pretty much the same subs, but if you're not subscribed to Comic Artist Pro Secrets, you need to do that right now. Make that happen. All right. There's a few. Let me see if I can read a few of these. Where did I leave off? Alton Foster says Odin was on point. Are you doing a 24-hour live stream? It may end up that way. Yes, we have 1.5 melees now. We have 1,500 likes on this video. Thank you all for that. Smash that mofo if you haven't. Let's see. That was Obi-Wan 2783. That Star Wars girl Anna's at 90 way of 35K. That was earlier. She should be at 35K now. The way her channel's been going, she should probably she might be at 36 by the time we end the stream. It's a Vase Productions. The symbols of a myth matter. You need to understand them correctly. Show don't tell. When he had Yoda hit Luke over the head. Joseph Campbell, The Power of the Myth on Netflix. Keep it up, Fandom Menace. Thank you. TK, another super chat for bringing these awesome guests. Damn good stream tonight. Thank you. It has been a damn good stream. I'm glad this happened. I was sitting there and I was like, I'm going live, because Odin tagged me on Twitter, and I called Odin. I called Ivan. Ivan obviously made a small appearance. You know, he was out and about, and when he heard what we were streaming about, he came home just so he could stream for a few minutes, and then he had to bounce. So, but we've had several great guests on tonight. Let's see.
Let me show you my Jabba the Hutt real quick.
Okay.
I don't know if you've seen it. Click on me. This is my Jabba the Hutt setup. It finally came.
Nice.
Positive.
Wow.
Look at him compared to he's got Luke in the front. I got Han Solo, but I don't have any room for him up here on this platform.
Oh, that is
badass.
Awesome.
That is
amazing, dude.
I waited for that for so long, dude. I was so happy when it came. I did an unboxing video today that was just sweet, man. You got to do a positive Star Wars video every now and then.
Yeah, that was that's amazing right there, man. Holy shit. So it says, let's see, somebody said Porkins says Anna is 54 away from 35K. Well, there's 1,400 people watching this. 54 of you need to make your way over to that Star Wars girl and subscribe to her channel, get her at 35K. Let's see. Laura, it's a short story. NASCAR Jeremy says hi. # cousin Humper's lives matter.
Somebody sent me that. Somebody sent me that tweet. I will do a video about it. I will.
All right, I got you. I got you. I'm sure somebody else will too, but I'll get you because people sent it to me. Let's see. Metroid 86, 49 from 1,000 myself. Organic, and I am planning on reorganizing it to a community-based channel. So your channel is Metroid 86, but you have it spelled M3 lowercase t lowercase r 01D86. So if you guys followed that, feel free to subscribe over there. Nicholas Glenn says Campia loves Star Trek Discovery. Does he?
Oh God, I wouldn't doubt it.
I wouldn't doubt it at all. Right up his alley.
Oh man. Let's see.
So fierce.
That wouldn't. Christopher Lambert says Mecca with all caps.
Yay!
So, happy to see you. You know, the super chat always does this. It does this jumping around thing. Like once you kind of have to back up, and I've lost my place again. And holy shit, we are behind. It's a Face Productions 20-minute video about this, the troll arguments earlier today. And I make it for this community and because of this community. I will be at cans, or you'll be at cons. Is it cons or cans?
Cons.
Is it cons?
No S.
I care. No. Can't. It's like the film festival.
Oh,
That's what I mean, but it's pronounced con.
Cons, yeah.
It's
Okay.
not no S. Don't say S. It's con.
Okay,
S
so
is
con.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's a Vase production who was very supportive of the High Council, and it's got a lot of cool videos over there. So it's a Vase production. Go check them out. Zebulon Pike says off topic, but did you get Jawbreakers? It's rad. I didn't. Anybody?
I did.
You did?
Yep.
Okay. Jeff D, I hope I'm not off topic with this, but Disney has their 2019 there you go. Shareholders meeting at 10 a.m. in St. Louis at the Stifle Theater. Iger and other directors to vote in or out. Google the proxy materials visible online. Yeah, man, like I said this in the beginning. This is how the game is played. This information is out there because Disney or Lucasfilm wants it out there. That's how it's played. It's exactly how it's played. Like me, okay? And I'm behind on this, but I mean, I'm talking to one of my writers because I want him to write a build-up article about the music video that we're releasing on the 22nd. And I'm going to give him a little bit of information that he can kind of talk about some of the details. And it's just a tease. Why am I doing that? Because I want to get the information out there. That's how the game is played. So they're putting this information out there to ease the blow of when it becomes official. This is how it works. Disney is not a dumb company. They have people that literally work on their PR constantly. This is how it works. So anybody that doesn't understand that, you're not paying attention. So Mark C, no Star Trek Discovery conversation is complete without Doomcock. Please bring him on too, Jeremy. I'll send Doomcock an invite. I don't know if he'll be available. I'd love to have Doomcock on here. I owe Doomcock a live stream on his channel. Hail Doomcock. Infinite Gotican Brent says, Jeremy, where are the Geeks and Gamers hats? You slacking. Well, right now, like I said, we just launched the Geeks and Gamers store on geeksandgamers.com. We have t-shirts in 2 different colors, and we have hoodies available, limited supply. But once we run through those, it's not like I don't have the money to fund it, but when you run a business, you have to do budgets and stuff like that. So we have a budget. We have to sell through the products we have. And then once we sell through those products, that gives me the confidence to go, okay, I'm going to up the budget and we're going to get more products. But I need to see that the demand is there first before I'm willing to put the supply out there. So once you guys show me that the demand is there, I'll make the supply. So we will put more product. So speak with your wallets. Let me know you want to see it, and you will see it on geeksgamers.com. Where are we at? Chase LaValle says, I bet Rian Johnson was that kid who kicked the ball into the neighbor's yard so he didn't have to play anymore.
Yes.
Oh my God, Antos, Jeremy, you think you're the only disenfranchised nerd in the world? Gary, you've become part of a bigger universe. You just don't know it yet. I'm here to talk to you about the Geeks and Gamers Initiative. So I see what you're saying now. So yeah, yeah, and again, man, I really wasn't familiar with Gary until I heard him on the High Council that week where I couldn't make it, and I think EVS was off that week too, and you and Anna were on, and I tuned in. I think you guys went for like 3.5, 4 hours, and I commented while you guys were wrapping up, like, you guys are still live, and you were very, very complimentary of me, except for my Tom Brady fandom. That was the only thing you had a problem with. And I hit up Jeff afterwards, and because we were talking, because I had Jeff do the artwork that I released for the music video that you guys saw, and that's what we were talking about. And I asked him about the stream, so how'd it go? He said, "Oh, it's cool, man. Nerdrotic, he's killing it." I was like, I don't really know a lot about Nerdrotic. He's awesome, and his channel's doing really well. He's exploded lately. His live streams do well. So I checked you out, sent you a message, and I was like, yeah, man, I like your stuff. You're awesome. So here we are. So I expect we're gonna be talking a lot more.
Oh, hell yeah. I've been a subscriber, well, to all you guys, except for Josiah, which was tonight. Okay. But I'll catch up, buddy. I will. No, I've been watching the EVS and you grow, and watch the Phantom Menace, and I've been in your chats, and it's been inspiring. It is. You know, I'll never forget your video. You've done a couple of these, but you did one way back. I think it was a car video where you were talking about what you were talking about earlier, is finding your voice. And I did that for 4 years on my channel too, like kind of riding the fence and not wanting to piss anybody off. And there's a point where you just, it wasn't a conscious decision. It was with Doctor Who. I got really pissed off with Doctor Who and just kind of spurred out a little bit, and people liked it. So there you go. But you got to find your voice. Mecca found her voice. You know, Mecca changed her channel completely. Which was, you know, from a gaming channel to commenting on it's possible. Anybody can do it. You know, it's and the more people we have, the better, honestly. So thanks.
Definitely.
Yeah, we will not push you away in this community. If you come in with common sense and you're willing to have level-headed discussions, and you're willing to deal with different opinions and not scream and call people a racist at the moment they disagree with you, you'll be just fine here. You'll be just fine. And the more the merrier. And I think that's why we're all growing so exponentially right now, is because we all kind of have that same mindset. Earlier, people were screaming at me about Jesse Milestone's video. Have you ever met you guys ever watched the Jesse video? She is a fucking firecracker.
Yeah.
Like, Jesse made a video on this channel about me. She was criticizing me. Who do you think uploaded it? Who do you think edited it? I did.
I would love Jesse to roast me. I think that'd be hilarious.
Oh, dude. Yeah. And I called her afterwards. I'm like, you know how wrong you were about everything you said? Because, like, it was all wrong, but that's fine. Because she was basically going after me about the whole Leslie Jones bit, when Leslie Jones blamed the Ghostbusters study on Trump. And so I made a pro-Trump video going after Leslie Jones. And Jesse was like, you don't have to bring up Trump every day, Jeremy. Blah, 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 blah. And everybody's like, yo, he didn't. Leslie Jones did. He was responding to Leslie Jones. And I told her, but I didn't care. Like, I love her to death. She's awesome. Jesse and I have become really good friends. And so, yeah, look, the video she made, I don't agree with anything she said. The one on her channel that everybody's sending me to. That is not how we roll. I don't sit there and silence people because they have opinions I disagree with. You know what I mean? I love it when people have disagreements with me, because that creates discussion, that creates dialogue, and that creates opportunities to learn something SJWs know nothing about. You know what I mean?
Right. Absolutely.
And so, yeah, the more you disagree with me, the better you'll be on my team. Trust me. Josiah knows that firsthand. So TLG Screwjob, who does better rants, Anna or Doomcock? Well, they're both damn good. But like I told you earlier, because you guys were hyping up my rant, I think Anna's got us all beat on her rants, because her eyes start going kind of wiggly and weird, and it's very kind of creepy.
So apples and oranges, two very.
It is kind of. It is because Doomcock is on just like his own level, man. And by the way, shout out to Doomcock for getting a blockheads made. We saw his blockheads that because first the Phantom Menace was released. So me, Ethan,
I saw that.
World Class, and Cecil got our own, and now who better than to have an action figure than Doomcock? Seriously,
yeah.
Come on, man.
That's brilliant.
I'm getting a Doomcock one before I get a Jeremy one. Like, that's because that's awesome. You know what I mean? But Yeah, man. So Doomcock is the best. He really is, and I want Doomcock. Like Doomcock needs more. We need to get Doomcock more subs. I mean, doing good. He's doing good. I think he's flirting with around what 17, 18, I think. So
Anna just hit 35. Did you say that?
She just
passed
did.
35,000. Yeah, they're
Nice.
saying it in the chat.
Awesome, awesome. Congratulations to her. Round of applause for her. Good job. She's had a hell of a few weeks. And
we need to get Doomcock up there. I agree. I was just talking with him on the Exozone, and I'll run a campaign on every one of my live streams to get more people subbing to him. He is woefully unsubbed.
He has to be fighting the algorithm. That has to be part of it.
I think he's being suppressed.
That too.
Well, I mean, let me go and let me just look at it because let me look at his channel real quick just to get an opinion on something really quick. Because one thing that I think, and I'll talk to him about this. But one thing I had noticed that he was doing is he always kind of puts like Doomcock reacts. And I don't think that helps. Yeah, because he's like Doomcock, like he always kind of puts like Doomcock in front of that. I think that that's definitely going to hurt him because of that word. You know, like if you type like, okay, right now, like PewDiePie has bitch lasagna that has like 120 million views. Okay. It's PewDiePie. And that is his most viewed video ever. You go type bitch lasagna in and it's not going to show up. Like it doesn't just automatically populate as you type it because it's bitch lasagna. So Doomcock is not going to be a friendly word.
Yeah.
So I would think he should probably should probably take Doomcock out of the title of his videos because that is hurting his algorithm. I think.
Isn't that why he changed from? Because God, back when I subbed it, his channel was just called Doomcock. So
yeah.
And then he changed to Overlord DVD. That's it. Yeah. And it's also good to talk. I mean, you know better than me. Put what you're talking about first. I mean, there's that's helped me. So
yeah, dude. I mean, people got so mad at me because I made a when Metroid Prime 4 was delayed indefinitely. Of course, I'm gonna try anything I can to get SJW in the title of my fucking video, and so it has nothing to do with SJWs. But I titled it, and I built the narrative around the video to say like, why didn't SJW? Because basically, Metroid Prime 4 has a female lead. Samus is a badass female, and she's amazing. And I heard the entire internet get upset because Metroid Prime 4 was delayed indefinitely. I heard everybody on the internet get upset because a game with a female was delayed and they were upset about this. And my argument was, why aren't SJWs highlighting the fact that so many men are upset because a woman-led game has been delayed? Why aren't the SJWs highlighting that? Because it doesn't fit their narrative. I got so many downvotes on that video. That's the most downvotes I've ever gotten because people are like, he's just working the SJW algorithm. Yeah, I am. It's what I fucking do. It's what you have to do.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
but they got mad at me. That was probably the most downvotes I've ever gotten. That one or Zack Snyder video, because when I go after Zack Snyder, they come after me. They come after me. Yeah, it's one of those things. But I'll hit him up. But either way, the point I'm trying to make though with Doomcock is that the content is there, and so I'm not criticizing. I'm not a know-it-all here, but I'm just looking at it going, the content is there for Doomcock. So there's got to be something that's working against him. And I don't think YouTube per se, like I don't think people from YouTube are suppressing per se, but I think the way that they have their algorithm designed, I do think that when you have a word like Doomcock in the title, I do think that is going to get you suppressed. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Censored anyway.
What do you think he should do? Change his name?
No. He just doesn't need to put it in the title of his videos.
Yeah.
Like he just doesn't need to put it. He doesn't need to tag it. He doesn't need to put it in any of the title of videos. Just like with World Class Bullshitters. If they were titling their videos like World Class Bullshitters, Rian John, if they were titling it that would hurt him, Jeff, because he would be putting that in the title of his videos. So I do think that is hurting him. So I would take that. Now, for his subs, it's obviously going to be good for him for his subs. But if any of you know, you look at your numbers and I get like 40% of my views are from subscribers, 60% are from non-subscribers because it goes into recommended videos and all that shit. You know what I mean? YouTube, he's not going to get friendly traction to recommended videos with a word like Doomcock, I don't think. But that's just my opinion on it. I'm just like, I'd like to help him because, like I said, I think he's awesome. I think the content is there. I think that he is painfully undersubscribed, like Nerdrotic said. And he just needs to get that 1 or 2 videos to kind of get him rolling, kind of like with Anna, you know, with these Captain Marvel videos, has really kind of elevated her to a different platform. And that's what it takes. You get those videos and it puts you in that different stratosphere.
That's right.
Yep.
And, do it. You know, and everybody knows who Cecil and Doomcock are. Like everybody.
They do.
And they, you know, I think
they do.
Sub too, but
yeah, Cecil's paint. Cecil is amazing. He really is. And I'll never forget it. I'll never forget it because Ethan, that when you brought me on that high council and Ethan and Cecil came in, you're like, God damn it. You shut up. Will you shut up? He's
we had a good shtick for a little while. It was fun.
Good evening. Good evening, everyone.
Like,
hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Oh, man.
Great.
Yeah. So yeah, it was good stuff for sure. All right, where are we at?
Well, Jeremy, I gotta run. I'm gonna get to work. I really
buddy.
Thank you so much for letting me on your stream and share some laughs and info. I'm gonna do that video about Campia. Let's bring this guy out into the light a little bit.
Did you get it? Did you get it in that Twitter thread?
I got it. A lot of people
okay.
sent it to me, and it's just like even the quartering's going after him. So it's like this guy's not going to call Star Wars fans names like that and get away with it. When you're representing Star Wars, you're not doing it. Star Wars fans are great, and we stand up for each other.
Yeah, I mean, like I said earlier, I used to have my problems with the prequel haters, and I used to kind of go in battles. But now that we've gotten past that, like when I have my arguments with prequel haters, now looking back on it, they were still Star Wars fans. These people we're fighting with are not Star Wars fans.
No, they're not.
They have no desire to be Star Wars fans. They have they don't care about the universe. They don't care about any of these prequel guys back in the day, whether I disagree with them or not, and had a lot of fucking battles.
No, these are SJWs who have invaded Star Wars and are kicking normal fans out so that they can use this successful platform as a place for them to launch into tirades about social justice. So we need to destroy them. But even though we disagree with each other, we need to support Star Wars fans, real Star Wars fans. We need to kind of make sure that there aren't weirdos like Campia on YouTube calling them awful, vulgar names. And so I'll make my video, you make yours, you guys all make yours. Love you all, and see you again soon, pal.
Hey man, next time I talk to you, 100K.
All right, I hope
so. Meeting you, Ethan.
All right, good night, everyone. Thanks.
All right, man.
Later,
take it easy. Take it easy. Yeah, so great to have Comic Artist Pro Secrets on here as always. Really appreciate that. Let's see. J Visionary 66 says, Tiger, Ethan, I see y'all. Not no more, but let's see. Let's see, Adib Rauf, Truth Talker. I don't know who that was. These were so long ago. These were like an hour ago, and I apologize, guys. Like I said, the conversation was flowing so good. I just didn't want to interrupt it by slowing it down. So I major apologies for this. I really do. The Rookie Critic, anytime you're sleepy, we got your back on streams, bro. I will never forget what you guys did for me. I really won't. And you did a great job too. So I appreciate that. And Rookie Critic's been just great all the way around for the community and everything like that. He's very supportive. He did a birthday dedication to Ivan Ortega, and it's good people, man. Good people. The Rookie Critic says Mecca needs a toy on her mic, like all of you guys have.
I did put one on when I saw that super chat come in, so I put a porg up there. Hopefully, that's all I could fit.
Doomslayer says, any chance of seeing that email from PrinceCon? Yes, I will edit out the information that doesn't need to be seen, like the person that sent it to me or their email address, and I will show it. I will show it. Let me see here. Glinster says, Lucas Arts is becoming Mucus Arts. Well, Lucas Arts, unfortunately, is no longer a thing. Sad times. Mary Vidalis, what's up? Super chat for reasons. Thank you so much. The Ghastly Gamer, Ryan working on knives out, so can't show set pics. I don't know any. I mean, I know this is next movie he's working on, but I have no desire to see that whatsoever, like none. So monochrome Mandalorian. I am a straight white Christian male. Well, there you go. Stand up, say it loud, say it proud. The Last Jedi screw job. Get Jeff on. It'll be another high council. Too late for that now. Cynthia Root Beer. Yes, it's Papa Ethan. Yes, Papa Ethan was here. Support Crystal McGee's The Good Night on Indiegogo. Only one day left. That is Crystal McGee's The Good Night on Indiegogo. That's from Gregory B. Let's see. Static MM. These crossover streams are getting ridiculous. I can't drink and love this on such an impromptu basis. Mary again says, glad to see Josiah on here. He's a great guy. There you go, Josiah.
Good to see you too, Mary. Yeah. I've been jumping into some of her streams and stuff too, and it's been fun.
Mary has
fun listening to Proper Jeremy and all of them. They're great people.
Yeah, Mary has been here since the very, very early days of me really taking off here on this channel. And, I still remember that to this day. I mean, just because she was so supportive and everything. So I really appreciated that.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Yep, definitely. No. Nicholas Glenn, EVS, get off here and get back to finishing my comic book. LOL. I think it's the first time EVS has been on a live stream outside of the High Council. He's been on here several times on my channel, actually. Last time he was on here was the 24-hour live stream. He came in here and he dropped like $100 for the charity event that we were doing. Because he's such a bad guy, he donated to charity that we were trying to help out. He's such a bad guy. That's how they roll. But let me see. Now, guys, if you guys need to bounce, you just let me know. I don't want to keep you guys, so you just let me know what works for you.
Sure.
So the Rookie Critic says, I like the variety of awesome YouTubers right here. We did have a great variety of people on tonight. I know it's past midnight, and the fact that we still got 1,100 people watching is amazing.
That's crazy. Thanks, everyone.
That. Nice. Really appreciate it. Yeah. And I'll be honest with you guys, like a lot of this has to do with the title. Like it really does. Like, yeah. When I title my live streams generic shit, I might get 200-300 people watching. You know what I mean? Right. But if I title it something that's attractive to the algorithm, it pulls more people in. It just does. That's how it works. There's no rhyme or reason to it, man. Really it. But we're just gonna keep plugging away.
You could change the title midstream, and it helps too. I mean, I hate to say this, but what kind of started my role was poor Stan Lee dying, and I was live when it happened, and I had like 100 people, and I changed the title to Stan Lee is dead, and we started commiserating, and I looked up, and there's 2,000 people watching, and I mean, it sucked. Nice. The circumstances sucked. I was truly sad, but it's weird how that works. Titling is everything.
Dude, I am fascinated by your background. I am mesmerized by it. It is amazing. Like, I just want to lock onto you on the screen so I can look at all this. Now, are these primarily superhero toys? Do you have any G.I. Joes?
I don't. So it's a mixture of Star Trek, Doctor Who, and Marvel Legends and Spider-Man animated series, and it's all stuff left over from my comic store. I had this giant bin of loose figures that I sold for $5. And when I sold my comic store, I had an extra bin here, and I didn't even know I had it. And I'm like, what am I going to do with these? And I'll pin them to the wall. So I just got a bunch of stick pins and put them between their legs. And I did it like 5 years ago. No intention of it being a background, and it kind of worked out. So yeah,
looks great.
But it's a good mix. Yeah, no G.I. Joes, man. I got to put some in though. I got some Halo stuff everywhere. It's over here too. So
all three of you have nice nerdy backgrounds. All I have is white wall.
Aiden Vickery says good night or gone midnight. Yeah, gone 6 a.m. here. Keep up the good work. Yes, thank you. And if anybody's got to bounce, we understand. If people got to work in the morning, I understand completely. So we'll be here again very soon. Don't worry. Like I said, me and Nerdrotic are going to probably do a pre-record a show probably on Friday. Try to talk about the parallels between the Star Trek and the Star Wars universe and what's going on. And I think we'll probably talk about that whole finding your voice bit too. I think that's definitely something that's very important for people right now for people to learn. I mean, Josiah, has grown so much as a YouTuber recently. And you told me that, you really felt a lot of inspiration from me recently and everything, and it is very important to Josiah is a vastly different YouTuber than he was a few years ago. Major difference right now, and he's kind of come out of his shell. And I think that if me and Nerdrotic can talk about that, I think that's a That's a very important thing for people to know these days. And you need to know that it's going to be rough at first. It definitely is. But I promise you that the rewards on the other side are fucking worth it, man.
Absolutely.
When you get to know so many people. And right now, I know Mecha Random, like, when you started becoming part of our community, what'd you have? How many subs?
I had about 5,000 from gaming, but those were slow over years. Like, don't watch my old gaming stuff. There's a lot of it still on there. It's kind of terrible. So speaking of finding your voice, no, I had like 5,000 that kind of trickled in from gaming. I'd get like 1,000 from playing Friday the 13th or something, and then I just switched over, and it was kind of like immediately I privatized a lot of my gaming videos, and it was like an immediate huge drop in views, but then a huge spike that kind of slowly kept going up and up. So it went from like 200 subs to one month to 500 to 1,000 to 5,000. So it's just been insane how like. And of course, it's all because of the community, because these are the channels I was watching. I was watching Doomcock, Midnight's Edge, Geeks and Gamers. I watched Ethan talk about the Phantom Menace, or not the Phantom Menace, the Last Jedi, right when it came out on DVD. I watched his kind of live reaction to that. It was just showed up in my recommendations because I was watching like World Class Bullshitters and all these things. And I'm like, oh crap, this is like a huge thing. I had a fairly positive view of that movie ish. Not like I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it. And then I started seeing everyone who like really hated it for all these good reasons, and all the stuff I was going through with Star Trek and Ghostbusters and just pretty much every aspect of geekdom. And yeah, that's kind of when I'm like, okay, I have to like start talking about this. I'm talking about this anyway on my gaming streams. Nobody's watching. I'm just gonna start making shorter videos. I'm gonna start ranting. I'm gonna start complaining, and just let it out and not censor myself. And that was another big one. Don't censor yourself if you really, yeah.
Definitely.
And that's what I would do. And once I just said, you know what, screw it. I'm going to just let loose. I'm going to speak my mind. I'm going to complain. I'm going to use colorful metaphors if I need to. And that's when people started being really responsive. And of course, I made some great friends in the community of all the channels I was watching. And a lot of behind the scenes, like just awesome people who are like the glue of the community. People like Stephanie B and Caitlin and Laura and basically all the mods on this channel, pretty much all the mods on all the channels, they're kind of the glue that run, like, just keep us all together. And Twitter, there's a lot of awesome people on social media too. So
yeah, it's and congratulations, Josiah. You've hit 1,000 subs, buddy.
Oh yeah, baby.
Right.
Thank you, everyone.
Monetize.
I appreciate it so much.
Yep.
Thank you.
And thank you for letting us know, Caitlin. As always, you're always on point in the chat. So we really appreciate that. It's good stuff. And that's awesome. I'm really happy that happened. I'm really happy for you.
It's been a fun night. We had some people hit milestones tonight. It's been great. Thanks, Jeremy.
Time to pop the champagne, awesome. Baby.
Yeah, man. I mean, during this, Random, are you near a milestone?
I think I'm like close to 2,100, I think, or I'm like halfway to 2,100. Let me see. I have no idea. I haven't looked. Okay. I just hit 20,000 a couple days ago.
Okay, so tonight during this stream, we have had Nerdrotic past 40,000. We've had that Star Wars girl past 35,000. We've had Josiah past 1,000. And that's amazing, man. So yeah. I'm hyped. I'm really hyped for everybody, and I fucking love it, man. So good.
Seriously,
so good.
The best community. It really is. Yep. It's fantastic.
Yeah, I'm honored to be part of it. So
yes,
honored to be part of it. Mega Jetty, Ryan Johnson, I'll make Star Wars great. Fandom, hold my beer. Jeff D, love to all. Hope you saw my previous message about Disney's shareholder meeting. Yeah, we did, and that's very telling right there. So Jenga, the cat, you all make great videos. Thank you for representing. I'm excited for my Cyber Frog, as we all are. Armchair Warlord, take my money. This is awesome. Now get Doomcock. I know it's gonna get Doomcock tonight. We're obviously gonna wrap this up soon.
Hey, can I jump in real quick? Sorry.
100%.
Odin's movie blog is oh god, I can't even do math. I suck. 58 away from 10,000. He's 58.
Oh, we can do that.
50
subscribers
Let's go, people.
away.
58.
Odin's
Caitlin,
movie blog.
Go, people.
Spam it in the chat. Odin's movie blog. Let's get him to 10K. That will be amazing. That will make the night perfect for all of the. And
Yes.
Mecha Random is closing in on 21,000. God damn it,
Make
man!
it
I love
happen.
all of you. So
You guys are
fucking cool,
brilliant.
man. So fucking cool. So goddamn cool. I love it. Where we at? The Rookie Critic. I vote for a stream where mods host the stream and EVS and Jeremy mod the stream. That could be interesting.
That would be fun. I love that.
Oh man, that's good. Alton
Yeah.
Foster. So Jeremy, you trolled Pensacon Trump style. I like it. What's up,
Mhm.
Josiah?
I was just gonna say, I see a couple people that have been talking in the chat about Alita versus Captain Marvel and stuff. I don't know if you guys know about the Alita Battle Angel movie that's coming out.
I don't know much
this
about
weekend.
it. Real quick though, Viper Chief, you say Jeremy never notices me. Earlier you said real Star Wars fans subscribe to Geeks and Gamers. I read all the comments. I obviously can't read them all. I saw Kevin earlier say he was at a Japanese arcade and he wanted to stop and thank me for being a voice to the community. I see all the comments. I see all you fuckers that hate on me in the comments too, and that's fine. That motivates me. I've seen this dude that has been fucking crying about that Star Wars girl for the past hour. I fucking see it. Shut the fuck up. You don't like her. We don't fucking care. I've seen your comments. I've seen you whining, and it makes you look absolutely pathetic. You have spent the last hour commenting, I don't like Anna, that Star Wars girl. That's all you've done. I didn't
Aw.
respond just to see how fucking pathetic you would be, to see how long you would fucking do it. And literally, you kept doing it for like an hour, bro. Like, seriously. So anyway, Viper Chief, I see your comment, buddy. I love all of you. All right, go ahead, Josiah.
I was just gonna say, I know that's kind of a lot of people that have seen Alita already have said that it's a pretty great movie and that it actually has a really strong, well done like female lead and stuff, and obviously that wasn't clouded by all the SJW bullcrap and stuff. So I'm planning on hopefully seeing it this weekend, and I will definitely let everyone know what I think about it and stuff. So
Deal. We're looking forward to that. So, guys, after midnight, I still got a few rants left in me. I got this. So, I'm like Woody from Toy Story. We toys see everything. I just can't spin my head around like that. But anyway, where we at? Eric says Vic Hug fans. Oh my God, the effing nerve he has. Toxic masculinity. All right.
So toxic.
The Rookie Critic, for April Fool's Day, a bunch of channels should post a video on each other's channel. Doomcock for as EVS, Mecha as Doomcock, Jeremy as Anna, etc. That would actually be pretty fucking funny. Actually, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. The Rookie Critic. If I had a dime for every super chat, you send a lot of super chats. I know that. TLJ Screwjob, Nerd Mecha. Have you seen Vic's S or Start? I guess that's ST continues. Is that
Star Trek
Oh,
continues.
yes.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, it's so good.
It's
what is
brilliant.
that?
Go for it, Mecca.
Oh, well, basically, Vic Mignogna and a bunch of voice actors, Grant Imahara from MythBusters, a lot of people went and continued Star Trek, added some amazing stories. I kind of feel like it's canon personally. And yeah, he's basically, of course, everybody probably, if they're just tuning in, they don't know he's going through like this whole witch hunt, basically trying to get him fired, banned, just destroy this poor man's life. He's already been fired from a lot of things just because from all the digging I've found out, they basically don't like him because he doesn't quite fit in and he's a little weird, according to what I've found. And they're faking evidence against him. They're trying to harass people about all of like about standing by him and supporting him. But yeah, he wrote this really, I believe he wrote and directed, and a lot of those props and sets are his that he personally owns for Star Trek, and it's brilliant. Absolutely love Star Trek Continues.
It's
Nice.
beautiful. I mean, the sets look exactly like the original series. It is shot in this, it's 4x3. It's the lighting is perfect. It is. I was just watching some a couple days ago. It is beautiful. It is so well done. As a labor of love, you can tell. So yeah, that sucks. What's happening to Vic?
Yeah, and of all now there is a small channel I do want to give a shout out to that's needing our support, and we've talked about a lot of channels, but there's this channel PewDiePie that I think we all need to go subscribe to.
Yes.
Subscribe to PewDiePie if you support individual creators. Do not let T-Series win. Subscribe to
9-year-olds
PewDiePie.
unite.
Bobs and vagina. Okay. Bobs and vagina. All right. TLG Screwjob. Oh, we got that one. Let's see. Astroth came for the clickbait, stayed for Nerdrotic. Thanks everyone for the content. Screw Pensacon. Hope their virtue dollars keep them warm at night. That's great. Came for the clickbait, stayed for Nerdrotic.
That's
Love
great.
It.
Nice.
Love it.
This just in, John Campia likes Star Trek Discovery. He did.
He would.
Oh boy. Good stuff. Good stuff. Let me see. Where did I leave? Oh, Obi-Wan27883. Uncle EVS, show us your Jabba. You deserve those bragging rights. And thank you for the $50 super chat. I saw that earlier. Then EVS showed us, and I didn't go back to it. But Obi-Wan, thank you so much for the constant support, buddy. You're awesome. You do a great job of modding over there on Anna's channel, too. Darth Who, happy Singles Awareness Day. Also, screw Ryan Roundhead, because video title. Hope him being kicked out of Star Wars turns out to be true. As we all do. Arc Trooper Knox. By the way, Jeremy Pensacon deleted their Twitter account around 5:15 this afternoon. They actually deleted it yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was yesterday. It's a Vase Productions tip of the sphere that is Ryan Johnson's head. TLJ Screwjob. E, what does JP think about the future PM line? Well, E ain't here no more, so I'll have to follow up with him on that one. Static MM. God damn it, it keeps jumping around on me, man. It's so like you start scrolling it just easily. You try to gently touch it because you don't want it to jump around. Static MM. So at this point in time, counterculture is people who are not going to be crybabies. Yes, Comicsgate. That's right. Mega Mr. 46. Bad news, everyone. Ryan Roundhead Johnson or Roundhead Jackass has confirmed via Twitter that his trilogy is still happening. I have a bad feeling about this, dude. I want this trilogy to keep happening if that's the case, because it's going to be pure comedy at this point. I mean, it's just going to be pure comedy. Like, again, here's the thing, man. NPCs, you guys got to understand something. Just like I always say, we win no matter what. We win no matter what, because we have our channels, we have our community, we have our friendships, we have each other, and we have all of you. You guys don't have anything. You don't have a soul. You don't have a base foundation. You don't have any belief system. You are programmed to react to whatever the mainstream media in Hollywood wants you to react to. So you're going to celebrate. If Ryan Johnson is, for instance, if he is still attached to this trilogy, you're going to think,
oh God, I'm so happy. The Geeks and Gamers channels and the Nerdrotic channels are going to be so unhappy.
Gives us more content to talk about. Like,
exactly.
We're good. So, yes, I want Ryan Johnson gone, but I can find a positive of him being on this, because at this point, Star Wars is for all practical purposes, Star Wars, for what we know and love, is dead. And as long as it's in the hands of Kathleen Kennedy and Ryan Johnson, then I'm not going to be personally invested in it to the point where it upsets me anymore. I've already felt that pain, and I've already dealt with it. And so if he's still attached, it's comedy hour, bro. Like, it's not going to hurt us. It's just going to give us more stuff to talk about. And we're going to keep fighting the good fight, because we don't give up. We don't sit there. We don't whine. We don't cry. We don't, play the excuse game or the victim card. We just continue to double down and go, all right, a lot more work to do. So we'll keep working. That's how we roll. That's how we are. So either way, we win. As long as you're talking about us, we win. So we're good. Alton Foster says, if Captain Marvel is barely profitable or breaks even, do you think Marvel will hear us? No. If it breaks even, or if it barely makes a profit, they're going to consider that a win publicly. And there's a reason they have Endgame coming a few weeks later. It's the same reason they had Infinity War coming shortly after Black Panther. It's a built-in what word am I looking for? It's a built-in safety net for them. So Black Panther, obviously, and I liked Black Panther. I didn't love it, but I liked it, and it did well. So regardless of what Black Panther was going to do, it had the built-in safety net of Infinity War. Same thing with Captain Marvel. It's got a built-in safety net. So if Captain Marvel turns out to not do $750 million worldwide, it only does like $450 million or whatever. A few weeks later, we've got Endgame, and Endgame will take all of the oxygen. and it will take all of the attention, and that is exactly what's going to happen. So I think publicly they're just going to continue to run whatever narrative they want, and and they've got in-game there because they can use that as the excuse to go, okay, well, the reason Captain Marvel didn't do well is because people were so looking forward to in-game coming off of Infinity War, which with $2 billion. They have that built-in excuse now. So they're not dumb. They know what they're doing.
And they've shortened the space between when those two films release a couple of times already too. So yeah, and so I mean they know what they're doing, and so they're prepared for both scenarios here. I believe that. So TK, this super chat is for keeping the discussion going. Majority of my favorite streams are here. Great show. Thank you, TK. Really appreciate that. I'm looking forward to you tweeting me your shirt when you get it. James Tyler, remember, Campy is friends with Kyle Newman. And Kyle Newman's good people, man. I like Kyle Newman. Kyle Newman's awesome, director of Fanboys. And he's awesome. So It's a Vase Productions, Campion. No one makes me bleed my own blood. Going full dodgeball. God, I need to watch dodgeball again now. I need to watch dodgeball now. Oh my God, it's such a good movie. Patrick M., check out the Star Wars China got via comic in the 1980s. Check out the Star Wars China got via comic in the 1980s. Will do. Logan Michael, that slideshow Jabba is a beauty. Yes, it was. Winning Jeremy. Y'all ain't winning, but I am. Hashtag winning. Hashtag Pops gay. Because he doesn't like Funko Pops. Chihuahua Jeremy. Borkus bark bark. Leg feeling better. Borkus bark. Jenga the cat. Does Disney think that if they fire Roundhouse Johnson, fans might watch episode 9? I think they have to think that. They have to.
God, I might.
Yeah, I mean, they have to. Monochrome Mandalorian, can you link all the channels in the description? Well, Caitlin's pretty much got that covered.
She is all over it.
She's all over it. And Caitlin, are the links fixed? I think I need to fix the default links in the description. So if they aren't fixed, let me know, because you told me if some of them were broken. I need to change some of them anyway. So Servant of God 777, pay Jesse to roast people once a week. Well, Jesse will have a video on the channel tomorrow. I've got to edit that tonight. Josiah will have a video tomorrow. And of course, yours truly will be here. Finally got my opportunity to do a video on Geeks and Gamers. I'm going to make the most of it. Hope you all like it. All right, Proper Jeremy. I disagree with nearly everything you have to say. Of course you do, Proper Jeremy, because you are my entire disagreement. Let's see. Abeshik, I think I say that right. I know I butchered it twice already. This stream makes me so hopeful and giddy. The disenfranchisement is worldwide, and you guys are voicing for all of us from overseas. I thank you from the bottom of my heart, dude. Thank you, seriously. That's amazing. And when we hear stuff like that, it makes us. It reminds us that we're doing right by so many. So go ahead, Nerdrotic. I think you had something.
No, I love hearing. I cannot get enough of that. Because like you're alone in your room. I'm alone in my room right now. My family's asleep, and when I see that, it fires me up.
Yeah, man. So it does. Yeah. That's amazing. Like I know a lot of you guys sit here and you think like, we do so much for you and all this stuff. It's completely like the same for us. I'm still, look, I know, I get it to an extent, but I don't get it. And Josiah, knows this all too well, but when we had our channel and we had like 700-800 subs and we couldn't even get like 100 views for so many years, I would look at other YouTube channels, 10, 15, 20,000 subs, 50,000 subs, 75,000. And I was just like, oh my God, how does that happen? How do you get 75,000 subs? How do you get this? I remember how I viewed John Campia and Jeremy Johns and all that. And I'm friends with Jeremy Johns now. But it's like, I remember viewing John Campia like, man, 100,000 subs. So I get how, I guess I'm perceived a little bit, but I don't feel any different per se. I don't like, I look at somebody like, Nerdrotic, man, and he's just like got this amazing voice. He's got this awesome beard. He's got this cool setup. Dude knows his shit, and I'm like, that dude is so much like better than me. Like he's so much better than me. And I just see people that I appreciate that I have any following whatsoever, but I'm still at that point where every time I upload a video, I'm watching it like a hawk because I'm like, is anybody gonna watch this video? I'm terrified, man. I'm terrified. I'm just like, is anybody gonna watch this video?
This is the one that's gonna end it all. Yep.
Yes,
right there
I'm
with
paranoid. I'm just like, oh man. And I start seeing like, oh, it's only got 2 likes. Oh, it's only got 4 likes. Oh, it's only got, there's a dislike. Shit. Okay, wait. No, it's got 10 likes. Oh, wait, hang on. And then like it's after 30 minutes, I'm like, oh my God, it's only got like 1,000 views. And I'm like, wait a minute, Jeremy, a year ago, you would have given your left nut for 1,000 views. Now you're just off at 1,000 views.
Yep,
then it jumps up.
exactly.
It's just, it's a constant, man. So I just feel, I feel like I'm just lucky to be alongside the people that we have in this awesome community. So thank you for your kind words. Danny Agent 87 Doomcock does a lot of really long live streams that may be problematic for his channel, and he keeps it on his channel, which will mess up the algorithm. That is true. That I know for a fact is true. That if you are live streaming, that you cannot leave these things. You can't leave them on your channel because it does hurt the algorithm if it's a long live stream. So if you do a 2-hour live stream and you let it go public after the fact, once people start watching that live stream after it repopulates online, typically nobody is going to sit and watch a live stream that's not live for the full 2 hours. So what the algorithm is going to do is the algorithm is going to see people bouncing on for 5-10 minutes and bouncing off, and it's going to see a higher bounce rate on that video. Therefore, the algorithm is not going to be friendly to you. This is something that so many people told me about, and that's one reason why I was able to separate myself from Ethan and Jeff, because we were all running along the same lines. And then I stopped doing it. I told them I was going to stop doing it, and they were kind of wrapped up doing their own thing. And so that's what I did. I stopped doing live streams, or I stopped making my live streams public, because that's what I was learning through the algorithm. So if he's doing that, I'll have to hit him up and tell him he probably needs to chill out on that, because I don't, Nerdrotic, do you leave yours up?
I do, but you might be right. I mean, that's something I haven't thought about, the whole popping in and off, on and off thing. Well, that's actually a pretty good point.
But it's also funny because, like, when I had 15,000 subs, I used to go live. I'd have 2,000 people watching in 5 seconds. Like, it was just insane. I'm like, dude, am I Justin Bieber? What the fuck? And now I'm excited if I can get 1,000, which I'm thankful right now we have 1,000 watching. But it's like, I was getting like 2,000 when I had 20,000 subs. And the more that we've grown, the less live streams pull, but that's fine. Now, I was doing a lot of clickbaity live streams then too, after we got bigger. Because one thing I learned about live streams was that if you title it a title, you're tied to that topic the entire live stream. You're people going, hey, what about this? They're reading the title and they're like, hey, Jeremy, what's the update? What's the update? So I stopped titling it specific stuff for the most part, and to not title it generic stuff like NPC Nightly News or Geeks and Gamers Live. That way I wouldn't tie myself to a topic, but the algorithm's not friendly to those generic titles. It's a constant game. It really is. The YouTube algorithm is more complicated than women. That's all you need to know.
What? Damn.
Jeremy, respect the women. Respect the women.
Oh man. Let's see. Hold line. Super chat. No comment. Thank you. Proper Jeremy. Josiah. You know the video I'm talking about. Do you?
No.
That was earlier. I mean, that was about 30 minutes ago. So.
Okay. Well, yeah, I don't know.
Stone Cold Jeremy, when you start speaking the truth, that's when you find out who your true friends are. Keep preaching the truth. Love all your channels. Could not agree more. Agree more. Eric says, damn, I love your rants. Thank you. I appreciate that. Cotton Candy Hair Jeremy. I'm back, bitches. What's up, Cotton Candy Hair Jeremy? Fluffy hugs. NPCs are like Bethesda bugs. You can never fix them. Bam. Bam. Now that was good. Cotton Candy Hair Jeremy. Long live Doomcock. Sub to his channel. Yes, absolutely. The Big Red Bear. Screen Rant just put up an article an hour ago that Rian Johnson is still getting his trilogy. Yeah, we confirmed that he confirmed it on Twitter, and we've repeated that. Static MM. So political for a second. The whole Russian investigation thing is an investigation into whether the president was elected by time travelers. Nova Zero 10,000 for Odin. Come on. All right, so he's 11 subs away.
Oh, come on, guys.
11.
Come on.
Caitlin Caitlin, you admitted that you created 80,000 fake accounts to sub to Geeks and Gamers, and I appreciate that. Can you use at least 11 of those to sub to Odin, please? CS, Captain Marvel will probably Me Too Thanos. Oh my God, that is beautiful. That is so beautiful. That is so good. That is...
I'm applauding right now.
Oh man. Servant of God 777. If Captain Marvel fails hard and she is a Deus Ex Machina in Endgame, the name will be literal. Yeah, you're right. It will be. TK at Geeks and Gamers, at Nerdrotic, at Mecha Random, at Josiah Rises. Y'all bring us together. Your channels with EVS, Anna, and Doomcock were the only live shows I watch. Thank you for all building a place for us. I'm gonna let everybody speak. If you guys
that really just hits me right in the heart. I really appreciate that a lot. So,
yep,
definitely inspires us to want to just continue to provide you guys with the best content we can, and all of that as well. So, thank you.
Yep. Odin is 4 away, guys. 4 away to 10K.
Let's go.
Let's get
do
that.
it. We can do it.
Make that happen. Let's make that happen.
Somebody wake him up.
Danny says, I'm 18 and I want to direct a Star Wars spinoff. One day I will work for Geeks and Gamers to make the best thing possible. I have a future ahead of me. Thank you. Fucking love that, man. Thank you. My goal for Geeks and Gamers, my realistic goal that I have right now, I live in Pensacola, Florida. My goal is Orlando is my town. I love Orlando. And Ivan and I have discussed this in detail, but the goal is to get us to a point where we actually have an operational office in Orlando, Florida, that we work out of. And then we get to a point where we can start bringing whoever chooses that they want to move down to this area, bring people from the staff to move down here. And we're operating within the Geeks and Gamers Central right there in Orlando, Florida. That's the realistic goal that I have in the foreseeable future. And that turns us into, I mean, at that point, can you imagine the content we can push out? I mean, did you guys see the Helpful Mexican trailer that we released today?
I did not see it.
Go to if you can mute yourselves right now, Mecha and Nerdrotic, and just go to. I mean, you can go to. I guess the best way to do is go to YouTube channel. It's probably like the third video back today. It's called The Helpful Mexican. It only got like 2,000 views because algorithm, obviously. But watch that shit, and it's only like 50 seconds long. It's freaking beautiful. Odin got 10K, everybody.
Oh, right.
Yay.
Well done. Well done.
Thank you, Caitlin, for pulling some of your fake accounts. We appreciate that.
Okay, I'm gonna watch this.
All right, it's so good. All right, it's so good. Wolfman Jack, do you think Rian Johnson's job is dependent on episode 9's success? It wouldn't surprise me if Kathleen Kennedy made a case that Solo was an isolated incident and The Last Jedi wouldn't affect his trilogy's success. That's a good question. I think that the overall success of Solo, or the lack of success of Solo, and the broken fandom right now, I think is already done his job in. That's how I feel. But it's a good question. If hypothetically Rian Johnson's still on, does the success of Last Jedi or episode 9 really determine his job? And if he's still on, then yes, I would think episode 9 definitely does. So it's a good question. It's a really good question. Liberty 789, fan 4 stick over Last Jedi. I agree, and I'm sure everybody else here does too. Cotton Candy here. Jeremy, everyone needs to do a Campia video and blast him on his tweet. Proper Jeremy has already been on him on Twitter, LOL. Nice. The Rookie Critic. Content creators in the chat, at me, and I'll check you out. Content creators in the chat, at Rookie Critic, the Rookie Critic, and he will check you out. Nicholas Glenn, shout out to Gary, Nerdrotic, and Doomcock Exozone live streams. They are great and a nice change of pace to the normal videos. Damn right. Shout out to both of those guys. They're amazing. And like I said, man, just happy to, let's see, Jeremy, you have an echo now. I have an echo? I don't know why I have an echo. That's weird. I'm looking to see what's going on. So let's see, John Campia, more like John Campia. Oh, man, good stuff. So we're going to be wrapping this up soon, everybody. So I'm going to let Random and Nerdrotic wrap those videos up. Did y'all watch them?
I did. Yeah. That's great.
That's great.
So well, I was at his house. And after we did that video that we were reacting to the Mike Zero news, we came up with that. And yeah, man, we got some stuff working. So
Keep those coming. That was brilliant.
so we're gonna wrap this up soon, guys. So I'm gonna give you guys all an opportunity to say anything. So Josiah, you got anything to say?
Thank you for getting me to 1,000 subs. I really appreciate it, and it's just great being back here on the YouTube channel again. I was kind of there when the YouTube channel kind of started off and stuff, and I remember all the days Jeremy and I pulling our hair trying to figure out what we were doing wrong and all that, and what was keeping us from getting to that next level and stuff. And it's just great seeing where we're at now, and just literally the best community on YouTube here we have now. It's just so awesome to see. And all the amazing moderators that we have, I see all of them working in the chat as well, and it's just a shout out to all of them as well, and all of their support as well. So thank you so much, everyone. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Josiah. Random.
I just want to thank everybody in the community. You guys have given me a place and a voice and a place to like just yell to the wind and express my frustration in the most colorful way I can possibly think of sometimes. But no, it's just really, I think it's therapeutic, and it really helps to kind of make me think that, well, I'm not alone in this. We're not alone in this. We all want just quality, fun entertainment. We want our little escapism, and you guys, like the whole community has been so amazing between Geeks and Gamers, Midnight's Edge, Doomcock, Nerdrotic, all the channel, Ivan, Anna, Jesse, SC Reviews, Odin. I'm forgetting like half of the people here. John Talks, everybody, but yeah, all these channels and people are just so amazing, and Ricky Critic and everybody. But yeah, thank you guys so much. You guys are awesome, and I love you all.
Mm-hmm.
And real quick, I need to jump in. So John Campia responded to Proper Jeremy on Twitter.
Oh no!
Oh boy!
Proper Jeremy screenshotted his tweet and says, it wasn't squashed. What wasn't squashed pretty quick? This tweet you deleted. Please don't forget. John Campia responded to that. Says, I stand by it. The only reason I deleted it is because I decided I want to talk about it on the show tomorrow instead. But by all means, please spread the truth around. Why do you need to delete a tweet because you want to talk about a topic? I mean, that's so that makes no sense at all.
Yeah.
Like that would only help build anticipation for your said video, wouldn't it? Like, I mean, you've got like 80,000 followers on Twitter, so
this is for John.
Well,
that's for John. That's for you, buddy.
Nice.
Well, if John Campy is going to talk about it on his week show tomorrow, we're all going to talk about it tomorrow too. So
that's right.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Looking forward to it. Oh yeah.
That's right. That's right. But anyway, Gary, what you got, man?
Again, I want to echo the sentiment. Thank you, Jeremy and Josiah and Mecca for this has been an EVS and everybody in the chat getting us to getting me to 40K. You guys have improved my life so much just by connecting with you and connecting with this group of YouTubers. I'm having at the ripe old age of 49 the best time of my life. I've got I put up a Doctor Who video yesterday, and the first message I got back was "you sad fuck," and it got me thinking that I'm so not. I am the happiest fuck around, actually, and I have been so happy because of you guys. So eternally grateful. Thank you so much, and we'll keep it coming. And it really does mean a lot to know that there is. We are the most. I know there's a bunch of pasty white people up here right now, but in this chat, we are the most diverse group of people I have seen anywhere, and it's because we came together organically over one thing. We just want to enjoy entertainment. We just want things. I don't know if normal is a good word. Less political, and and less divisive. We're not the ones dividing anybody. We're not the ones. So thank you guys. Cheers. You're the best.
Yep. That account right there. Did it fool me? It did fool me. Let's see. Damn it, this fucking fake PewDiePie account fooled me in the chat. Got a fake check mark and everything. Well played, sir.
Damn good.
Well
Nice.
played. No, Gary, it's been awesome to have you on, man. I really do. I think you have a great channel. I think you have a ton
Thank
of
you.
potential. And I just like everything you have going on. I like the topics you're covering. I like the fact that you and Mecca are focusing on the Star Trek side of things, because that's something I don't really cover here. I don't have a lot of knowledge on it. And, I think it's definitely something like we all like. Eventually I want to get geeksandgamers.com to the point where we can start really kind of, I have a dedicated person on the site that's kind of daily uploading all of the channels that I consider within our little wheelhouse, and just focusing on getting updates on those channels. So all of your uploads go into geeksandgamers.com and, all of that stuff, because I'm proud that we have so many different, types of content creators and different topics we cover. And yeah, man, I'm happy I got you on, and I look forward to talking with you more. And I'm sure me and you are going to be doing a lot more in the future together. I would love to come on one of your live streams at some point in the near future. And yeah, but other than that, guys, this has been an amazing live stream. This has been one of the best. I haven't done a lot of live streams lately, and it's just because I'm been traveling, trying to create content, things like that. But ultimately, this has definitely been one of the best live streams I can remember ever that we've had, just because of the flow of conversation. I apologize on super chats that it took me so long to get to a lot of them. I hope most of you would understand that, because I just wanted to keep the flow of conversation going with so many voices here. I didn't want to just, have them sitting around while I'm reading a bunch of super chats and butchering names and shit like that. Even though that's probably entertaining. But so my apologies on that. Everybody hit a milestone except for Random. I bet you're almost at 21,000.
Oh yeah.
But everybody
We'll
hit a
get
freaking milestone, man. Like
That's
Anna, Josiah, Odin, Nerdrotic, EVS is closing in on 100,000. Random is closing in on 21,000. God damn, that's beautiful, man. And so that's a testament to all of you watching. There's still 900 people watching this damn stream at 1:00 in the morning. Incredible. Insane. So anyway, so you guys have a great night. We appreciate everything you've done. Subscribe to all of the channels, smash the melee button, and share these videos. And we will all be back tomorrow with amazing content. So for Random, for Nerdrotic, for Josiah, for EVS, for Odin, for Ivan, you guys have a great night. Visit geeksandgamers.com/store to get your G&G merch, and we will talk to you later.